let's go courtside. Here's the voice of your Dallas Mavericks, Chuck Cooperstein.
And welcome to the American Airlines Center for Game 3 of the NBA Finals as the Mavericks try to draw closer to the Boston Celtics, trailing 2-0 in the series. But Brad Davis, as we know, the oldest NBA bromide in the world, the series never starts until the home team loses. The home team hasn't lost yet.
Yeah, that's a big key right here. Dallas has to come in and win these next 2 ball games, send it back to Boston, tied up to 2-2.
Brad, what are you seeing in the first 2 games that Dallas has not done as well as they need to do that has to change here tonight?
Well, you know what? They've had some open shots. They didn't shoot the ball as well as they normally do. Got some open looks at three-pointers. When they attacked the rim with Porzingis in there, he did a good job of protecting. He's out tonight, so look for Dallas try to attack a little more inside.
Do you think Dallas tries to get the lob game going early, and does that open up other parts of their game?
I'd say lob game, penetration, getting to the basket, trying to finish, kicking it out for the 3, knock it down.
And in the meantime, the Celtics have had great balance. Porzingis great in Game 1. Derek White and Drew Holiday fantastic in Game 2. It's the hardest thing to overcome, the balance that the Celtics have, really, from player 1 through 7.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, this is a deep team. They can all score. They're a great team as far as moving the ball, penetration, getting the spots, making open shots.
Texas Ford dealer key to the game.
Continue to keep these guys from making threes. I mean, Dallas was in both those games just because they didn't shoot the 3 that well.
Dallas held Boston to just 10 of 39 from three-point range in Game 2 after the Celtics made 16 in Game 1. And really, after the first quarter of Game 1, the Mavericks' defense has been more than acceptable. They have to get their offense cranked up. Obviously, easier said than done against a defense which was second in the NBA this year behind the Minnesota Timberwolves. Mavericks managed to take care of that team. Let's see what happens here tonight as the Celtics have been introduced. It's time now for the Lexus starting lineups. And with the accompaniment of Justin Lyons on the guitar, here to introduce the Mavericks is the voice of the American Airlines Center, Sean Heath.
Season from Kentucky, number 25, P.J. Washington Jr. At center in his 5th season from Arkansas, number 21, Daniel Gabbard. At guard in his 13th season from Duke, number 11, Kyrie. From Slovenia, number 77,
The roar for Kyrie Irving, very noticeable. And Brad Davis, hopefully a return to some friendly fans, can get Kyrie uncorked here. It's been a difficult first 2 games for him in the finals.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see him come out early and try to really be aggressive, try to get his game going.
Kyrie averaging just 14 points, 13 of 37 shooting, 0 of 8 from 3 in the first 2 games of the finals. And, of course, it's well documented he's lost 12 consecutive games to the Celtics over the last 3 seasons. The Celtics will start the same lineup they've started the first 2 games. Remember, Kristaps Porzingis was coming off the bench after missing 10 games because of that injured calf. Out tonight with that ankle tendon injury that the Celtics keep saying is day-to-day, but realistically, it would appear that his time in the finals are done. Of course, Joe Mazzulla bringing Al Horford in to start the game. We'll see if his minutes wind up being extended tonight. The center, 6'9", in his 17th year from Florida. Up front, Jaylen Brown, 6'6", his 8th year from California. And Jason Tatum, 6'8", in his 7th year from Duke. In the backcourt, Derek White, 6'4", his 7th year from Colorado. And Drew Holiday, 6'4", in his 15th year out of UCLA. The Mavericks are 5-3 at home in the playoffs. The Celtics are a perfect 6-0 on the road, having won both their games against the Miami, Cleveland, and the Indiana Pacers, although the games against the Pacers were definite nail-biters that they easily could have gone the other way. The Mavericks, with history very much up against them, only 5 teams down, 2-0 in the NBA Finals have come back to win, the last being the Milwaukee Bucks in 2021. The Celtics, in their history, when they've had a 2-0 lead, are 43-1. The only time they lost in the 2018 Eastern Conference Finals in 7 games to LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Mavericks tonight in their navy blue statement uniforms, white numbers and letters, Mavs written across the chest. They shoot to our left. The Celtics in white with the green numbers and letters and the green around the waist and down the sides. And they will shoot at the basket to our right with Celtics written across their chest. The officials for Game 3, Mark Davis in his 21st finals game, James Capers his 15th finals game, and Kevin Scott in his 2nd finals game. Ben Taylor is the alternate, Zach Zarba at the replay center in Secaucus, New Jersey. As Mark Davis walks into the center between Horford and Gafford. Thanks for being with us. Game 3 is underway, and the Mavericks win the tip. Backwards into the hands of Doncic. He puts it in Washington's hands to Luka. Right away against Jaylen Brown with the ball behind his head. Swings it to Kyrie, middle of the floor against Holiday, driving to his right. He beat him to the rim, and he laid it in.
Yeah, good attack right off the bat.
Well, he got off to a couple of good starts in the first 2 games, including 4 and 5 in Game 2. We'll see if he can sustain it tonight. Tatum to his right against Gafford on the switch. Just above the break, put it on the floor, spin to his left, across the lane for the cutting Brown. Laid off to Horford in the lane, 10-footer is good. And that's where Boston, Brad, has been so good on those weak side baseline cuts.
Yeah, their spacing is so good. They get to that dunker spot.
Doncic pull up 3, left wing good. Doncic, 8 of 21 from 3 in the series coming into the game tonight as Tatum lost it off his leg. It's picked up by Derek Jones, driving on Brown to the rim. He lays it up and in. A minute into Game 3, and the Mavericks with a 7-2 lead. As Brown in the middle of the floor. Chest pass left, Holiday, sidestep left, over Gafford for 3. That's no good. Doncic the rebound. Away from Derek White, picked up by Holiday. Driving to his right, keeps his dribble and then lost the dribble as Holiday knocked it away from behind, picked up by Horford. Now to White up the left side. They don't get back to him. He pulls up for 3. It's no good. Long rebound, tipped by Irving into the hands of Jones. To Kyrie above the break of the left wing. Drives on Tatum, crosses over on Tatum. Across the way to Luka against Holiday with the ball behind his head as Gafford went to the ground. Got tangled up with Brown, no foul call. Luka on the drive, and he scores as he went right through Holiday to do it from the right block.
Yeah, Joe Mazzulla's going to get a timeout.
Quick timeout. A minute 51 seconds into Game 3. And the Mavericks off to the type of start they absolutely were looking for as they lead the Celtics 9-2 on the Dallas Mavericks radio network.
After the end of a good fight, you deserve an ice-cold reward. Modelo is the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
At In-N-Out, our hamburgers are made with the highest quality ingredients. Made fresh and by hand. Made with a smile to put a smile on your face. Made for special occasions or no occasion at all. Made with gratitude for every customer we get to serve. Most of all, every hamburger, cheeseburger, and double-double is made to order just for you.
That's what our hamburgers all about.
This is the sound when you're hit with a $35 overdraft fee. And this is the sound when Chime Spot Me covers you on a debit card purchase with no overdraft fee. Chime is changing the game. There are no monthly fees, and they spot you instead of charging overdraft fees. Start banking through Chime today at Chime.com. Spot me eligibility requirements and limits apply. Go to Chime.com for details. Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services provided by the Bancorp Bank or Stride Bank, N.A. members FDIC.
Winning doesn't just happen on game day. It happens every day of the week when you put in the work. That's how the Mavs do it, and it's what we love about Ford F-Series, the 47-year leader, and Ford SUVs, vehicles that offer the capability to handle everyday life. That's why Ford is a proud sponsor of the Dallas Mavericks and proud sponsor of Work Today to Win Tomorrow, based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Ford is the best in Texas.
Hey, it's Mark Cuban, and you're listening to the home of the Mavs.
Back to the NBA Finals on 97.1, The Eagle.
They feel very confident here. They've been a great team all year. Just look at their record. I don't know how many total games they've lost, since the postseason started, but I don't think it's more than 6 or 7. So they've really made their identity here. They want to take care of home court, and now it's our job to go home and do the same.
There's Kyrie Irving after Game 2 in Boston on Sunday night. The Celtics 105 and the Mavericks 98. The Mavericks trying to do just what he said. Brad off to a terrific start, an early timeout having been called by Joe Mazzulla. With 10-11 remaining in the first quarter, the Mavericks off to a 9-2 start. Kyrie with the first basket, too, going right to the basket to do it.
And I like how Dallas is getting into their offense a lot quicker. They're making decisive moves. First play, Irving gets all the way to basket. Luka with the 3, and then the turnover turns into 2 down at the other end.
The Mavericks trying to do something that has been done very rarely in NBA Finals history, and that has come from 2 games down to win. Only 5 teams have done it. The 21 Bucks, the 16 Cavaliers against the Warriors, the 06 Miami Heat, of course, against the Mavericks when Dallas won the first 2 games and lost the next 4. 77 Portland Trailblazers and the 69 Celtics. And the Celtics will bring it up with Derek White against P.J. Washington, who hounds him in the left of the jump circle. Left wing Jaylen Brown against Kyrie along the left baseline, met by Gafford through the lane. Horford in the right corner for 3. It's good. And again, the Celtics able to play along the baseline. They get the corner threes. The Mavericks have really struggled to find the corner 3. Boston now 12 of 27 on their corner threes in the series. Gafford, mid-post left, across the way to Kyrie, touch it right corner. There's Derek Jones, the shot blocked by Horford out of bounds. 8 seconds for the Mavericks to shoot. Again, the Celtics' ability to close on shooters. Rare is the clean look coming out of the corner. As Luka, baseline right to inbound the ball, drop it in. Kyrie catches in the lane with the left hand over Derek White to score.
Yeah, Derek White never saw that ball, had his back turned.
The Mavericks 11, the Celtics 5. Horford right wing behind them to White in the middle of the floor to Tatum. Left to Holiday and now to Brown. Everybody touches it. Around Luka, left of the lane and through the lane. Derek White right corner 3 off the back rim and Gafford the rebound. Ahead to Washington. Up the middle, the handoff to Kyrie, met by White at the top of the arc. Screen left by Jones. He goes that way. Met by Horford, stepping back, can't shoot. To Luka, back to Kyrie. With 10 to shoot against Horford. Drives right, all the way to the rim. The floater off the heel of the rim, no good. And the rebound to Brown of Boston. Here comes Brown, left to Tatum. Drives on Washington, blocked by Gafford, picked up by Holiday. He's short. And the rebound to Washington, he's fouled by Tatum. First foul of the game belongs to Boston. And the Mavericks will bring it up. As Jones will inbound to the backcourt. And into Doncic. Picked up in the midcourt line by Brown. On the right side, Gafford comes up the screen. They switch with Tatum, left to right. Steps back away from Tatum for 3, short. And the rebound off the hands of Brown, who is able to retrieve it underneath the basket. Here comes Brown against Gafford. He'll pull up at the top of the arc for 3. That's off the right of the rim. Luka with a rebound. Looping outlet left to Washington on the gallop and to the rim for Gafford. He stuffed it as both Gafford and Jones beat Boston down the floor. Had the choice of the pass.
Yeah, I like the way they're pushing the tempo of this game before Boston gets their defense.
Mavericks with a 13-5 lead. 4 minutes into game 3. Brown at the top of the arc, right off of Horford. Right corner, Holiday on the drive, cut off by Gafford. Into the lane and with the left hand, rattles it in and out. Rebound, taken by Jones. Here comes Luka, up the left side. Met by Brown. Bounce pass to Kyrie. Above the break in the left wing against Horford. Jab step, second jab step, crossover, side step left, pull up three off the right of the rim. And the rebound taken by Tatum. Middle outlet, here comes White. Up the right side, picks up the dribble to Horford down low and across the way to Tatum. To the top to Holiday, kick it right, White. Met by Luka, went for the steal, couldn't get it. Luka stays with him. Back out to Holiday to the right baseline. 8 to shoot, met by Irving. The jumper is good on the little step back from 15 for Drew Holiday. The Mavericks 13 and the Celtics 7. It's where we were in game 2. Deep right side, here's the foul, and Doncic scores. Oh, they wave it off. Kevin Scott with the call. The foul called before he got himself into the gather. Jaylen Brown gets called for the foul.
Yeah, Luka tried to get that one, but they're going to say he wasn't in the shooting motion.
Jaden Hardy checks in for the Mavericks to replace Derek Jones and Derek Lively in to replace Daniel Gafford. That's who's in and who's out. Brought to you by In-N-Out Burger. That's what a hamburger is all about. Luka, right to left, back to his right. He blows by Tatum, lays it up and in.
Yeah, Tatum didn't want to pick up that second foul.
The Mavericks 15 and the Celtics 7, 5 minutes into game 3. Holiday to White, back to Holiday along the baseline, through the lane to Brown. He'll drive the right baseline into the lane and to the left corner, and Derek White's alone for 3, and that rattles in and out. And the rebound taken by Lively. Here comes Kyrie up the left side. Screen by Hardy, played by Horford. Drives on Horford, taken off the floor on Horford, and floats it home. It's an 8-2 run for the Mavericks. They're up by 10. Their biggest lead of the finals. Here's Tatum on the drive. Banks it up and in. And Tatum looking for a foul call on Doncic that wasn't called. 17-9. The Mavericks 8 of 12 to start the game. Luka against Tatum. Between his legs, step back, then crosses over. Bumps him. Got to the dotted line, scores. Oh, he's making Tatum look bad right now defensively.
Yeah, and that's it. I mean, Tatum doesn't want to pick up that second foul.
19-9 is the Maverick lead midway through the first. Brown against Irving. Turns to his left, met by Lively, out to Tatum, and a travel call against Jaylen Brown. Here comes Maxi Kleber in the game to replace P.J. Washington. So Hardy will inbound the ball. Hardy will throw it in to Lively and finds Luka, a cross-court chest pass. Now played by Tatum, and Lively splits the pick, gets the rim, score it with a foul on Horford, and a chance at a three-point play. He slipped it, got to the rim, and finished it.
Yeah, Tillman just in the ball game for Horford that time, was late getting over there.
And again, this is where Kristaps Porzingis would normally be in the game. And it is Xavier Tillman, the former Memphis Grizzly, picked up at the trade deadline, who's going to get the backup minutes that would appear at center. Most of the season when Porzingis had been out, it was Luke Cornett who had received those minutes. Well, Lively, only 2 points in both games 1 and 2, now has 3 tonight. The Mavericks 22, the Celtics 9, as Holiday comes up the right side. To White, in the middle of the floor to Tatum, against Hardy, between his legs, playing with his food, and will shoot over Hardy for 3, and he got it. It has been a struggle for Jason Tatum. Just 31% shooting in the first 2 games, 4 of 14 from 3. It's 22-12. Here's Doncic against Tatum. Crossing over, he's playing with his food. He pulls up for 3, and that's an air ball. It's saved by White into Tillman. And now to Holiday, pass tipped by Doncic, controlled by Tatum underneath the basket at the left side just below the break. Against Luka, and a foul on Doncic. And Doncic saying he cleared out. Kevin Scott saying otherwise. The first on Doncic, the first on the Mavericks. Tatum to inbound from the left side. Watched by Kleber. With 5:05 remaining in the first quarter. Mavericks up 22-12. The inbound to Holiday. In the middle of the floor. Now against Irving. Back to Brown. Shoots the three. Luka backed off. He missed it. And the rebound taken by Lively. The Celtics 2 of 8 from 3 to start the game. Here comes Kyrie. Pull up. Top of the arc three. He got it. The first three-pointer of the series for Kyrie Irving.
No hesitation. Got a nice screen up on top.
25-12. Irving and Doncic have teamed for 18 of the Mavericks' 25 points. They both have 9. And now Kyrie fouls Brown in the act of shooting a three-point shot, and he'll go to the line to shoot 3 times. What a sigh of relief Kyrie Irving must have felt when he saw that ball go in the basket finally.
Well, he came out aggressive in this game, and I thought he might.
The first three-pointer for him in the series after he had gone 0 for 9. Jaylen Brown averaging 24.6 points in the playoffs. First one is short. If there is anything lacking in his game, it is his free throw shooting, just 63.6%. In the playoffs, he was under 70 during the regular season. 21 points on Sunday, 22 points in game 1. And here's the second of 3 on the way. Actually, they'll call that it was a 3-shot foul. Everybody sort of went around as if it was only 2, but it is a 3rd shot. Here comes Sam Hauser in the game for the Celtics to replace Derek White. And P.J. Washington coming back in the game for the Mavericks to replace Doncic with 4:34 remaining in the first quarter, and 2 out of 3 made by Jaylen Brown. The Mavericks 25, the Celtics 14. As Irving picked up full court by Holiday. Along the right side, skids it to Washington, back to the basket against Hauser. Kyrie screens on the drive. PJ into the lane to Kleber, touch it out. Hardy along the left baseline, and he stepped out of bounds. So the Celtics will have it after the Mavericks' second turnover. Holiday diagonally to his left, played by Kleber at the hash mark. To Tillman out top. Hand off to Tatum, played by Lively. Tatum looking. Tatum sidestep right, challenged by Lively. That's way off. And Kleber with the rebound. Well played out top by Derek Lively. Here comes Hardy on the drive against Tillman. And to the rim, left-hand layup, no good. And the rebound taken by Tillman. Here comes Brown the other way, and he lays it up and in as he got away from Irving.
Awesome. Have numbers on that fast break that time.
The first fast break points for the Celtics, 25-16. Washington, isolation against Hauser, right of the lane, turns baseline on him, banks it too hard. Tatum down the lane to grab the rebound. This has been a problem for the Mavericks when Luka has not been on the floor. Tatum, give and go, no. He'll take the 3 instead. That one is bouncing on the rim 3 times and dropping through. And a timeout now taken by Jason Kidd. As the Celtics have reduced what was a 13-point lead down to 9. They've scored the last 7 points with 3:23 remaining in the first quarter of Game 3. It's the Mavericks 25, the Celtics 19 on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
Winning doesn't just happen on game day. It happens every day of the week when you put in the work. That's how the Mavs do it, and it's what we love about Ford F-Series, the 47-year leader, and Ford SUVs, vehicles that offer the capability to handle everyday life. That's why Ford is a proud sponsor of the Dallas Mavericks and proud sponsor of Work Today to Win Tomorrow, based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Ford is the best in Texas.
Great medical care, like great basketball, takes teamwork and a commitment to being the very best. At UT Southwestern Medical Center, we're on a mission of healing, discovery, and education, and the ultimate victory is your good health. Fulfilling that mission has made UT Southwestern the #1 hospital in DFW for 7 straight years, an excellent winning streak. Finding answers, changing lives. UT Southwestern, the official healthcare partner of the Dallas Mavericks. Go Mavs!
All right, Mavs fans, give it up for your Raising Cane's starting lineup. At center, fresh from the Cane's kitchen, it's hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers. The Cane's secret weapon, tangy cane sauce. And always ready in that crucial supporting role, Texas Toast. The perfect backcourt partner. It's crinkle cut fries. All season long, enjoy the all-star lineup at your Raising Cane's. Proud partner of the Dallas Mavericks. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. Go Mavs.
Get the champagne ready. The NBA Finals are here.
Welcome to the NBA Finals.
Let's raise our glasses and our rings to the two phenomenal teams left standing.
My goodness!
Here's to high-stakes action, to thrilling moments we can't miss.
He ties the game at the buzzer!
And to crowning our next champion. Here's a toast to the NBA Finals. The 2024 NBA Finals, presented by YouTube TV, continue on ABC.
Hey, it's Mark Cuban, and you're listening to the home of the Mavs.
It's the NBA Finals on 97.1 The Eagle.
I'm Kevin Gray here at the Modelo Sports Desk. We send our condolences to the West family after learning that Jerry West passed away at the age of 86. He was a 10-time first-team All-NBA selection and 2-time All-NBA second-team and member of the 35th, 50th, and 75th anniversary teams and 8 championships as an executive. Let's go back to Dallas with Chuck Cooperstein and Brad Davis.
Make Mavs game day bigger by sharing it with your entire crew, whether it's a group of friends, family, or colleagues. We've got options for all experiences and budgets. Gain priority booking for the 24-25 season by placing your group deposit now at Mavs.com/groups. 3:23 remaining in the first quarter of Game 3. Celtics lead the series 2-0. Mavericks lead the game 25-19. But Brad, the Celtics on a 7-0 run right now. More importantly, Luka left the game. Immediately, the Mavericks offense gets stagnant. The Celtics go on a mini run here. And so far in the first 2 games, plus in the 19 minutes that Luka has not played, the Mavericks are a -17.
Yeah, Luka back in the ball game. I think Jason Kidd saw that.
So it'll be Dallas ball inbounding from underneath the Celtics basket in the backcourt. And away we go, as Kleber bounces it in to Doncic with Irving, Washington, and Lively as the Mavericks shoot to our left. Against Jason Tatum, inside the left hash mark, trying to get it to Kyrie. He zips up to the top of the arc, played by Hauser, to his left. Stop and go dribble between his legs and pulls up for the long 2, and that's short, underside of the rim, and the rebound is off of Holiday out of bounds, and the Mavericks will have 14 seconds to shoot. And Al Horford gets off the bench, and he'll come back in for Boston, and Tillman will sit down. Doncic to inbound from the baseline to the left of the basket. Watched by Tatum, looking to go through the lane, can't do it. And now we'll throw it way outside to Kleber at the top of the arc. Looking to his left, Luka being overplayed by Hauser as Kleber one bounce and holds 7 to shoot. Luka against Hauser, right to Kleber, and the shot is blocked by Brown. Came back to Kleber, and then he lost it out of bounds.
Pretty good closeout by Brown. Looked like Maxey was going to have some room to get that 3 off.
I'll tell you what, that's at least 4 blocked shots on 3-point attempts in the first 3 games of this series from the Celtics. You don't see defense played like that very often. At the left wing, Tatum against Kleber. Jab step, right, no, put it on the floor, and a defensive 3-second call by Mark Davis against Derek Lively for being in the lane too long. So Tatum will go to the line to shoot with 2:35 remaining in the first quarter. As Tatum takes his time, foul shot is good. And we pause for station identification on the Dallas Mavericks radio network.
97.1 The Eagle, KEGL Fort Worth, Dallas. An iHeart radio station. iHeart Radio, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Inbound from Tatum to Brown. Goes screen by Holiday. Here comes the second screen from Horford. Brown to his right. Hauser shot fake. Kleber flies by. And the three-pointer from Sam Hauser is good. And the Celtics have cut it down to 2. It's an 11-0 run for Boston. 25-23. Dante Exum in the game for the first time. Trying to get it to Doncic. Pushed out by Hauser. Just above the break of the right wing. As he looks. Fakes right, go left, pumps, leans in, pumps, fades away from the elbow, he hits. What control from Doncic.
Yeah, pretty good patience that time till he got the opening.
It's 11 for Doncic, 27-23. Here's Brown in and out, left to right on the drive. Behind him, Tatum. Run off the line by Washington on the drive, and he's fouled by Exum. The first foul in the last 2 minutes against the Mavericks. And Jason Tatum will go back to the line. Tell you what, that last play by Doncic, the footwork was nothing short of remarkable. 11 for Doncic tonight, had 13 in the first quarter of game number 2. And Tatum, very quiet in the first 2 games, has a 10-point first quarter as Derek White checks back in the game for the Celtics. And Derek Jones checks back in for the Mavericks to replace Kleba. And Tatum looking for his 11th point. Averaging just under 25 in the playoffs. And hits the second one, 27-25. Here's Exum against White, met by Horford. Then backs the ball out. Keeps the drive. Now to the rim against Tatum, and he throws it down on him.
I think he surprised Tatum with that dunk right there.
Well, Brad, you talked about the need for aggressiveness from the Mavericks, and their guards have been aggressive, taking it into the paint far more so tonight than either of the first 2 games.
That's because of Porzingis.
29-25. Bottom of the jump circle, Tatum. To his left, played by Doncic. Tries to attack him. In and out to his left. Will pull up for 3, and that's off the back rim. Long rebound, Washington. 1:10 remaining in the first quarter. Luka up the right side. To his left. Back right off Washington against Hauser. One-on-one. Drives him right. Baseline trying to draw the foul, and he does, and he'll go to the line. The first and last 2 minutes against the Celtics. Mavericks with just 1 free throw tonight. That from Derek Lively on the end of an and 1. Free throw shooting has been awful, to be kind, for the Mavericks here in the finals. Just 65% the first 2 games. Doncic hits the first one. Dallas just 28 of 43 in the first 2 games. Celtics 32 of 39, 82% from the line. And they're 5 of 6 tonight. Doncic 77% in the playoffs, 78% during the regular season. Free throw on the way, and that's good. The Mavericks 31 and the Celtics 25. And the Mavericks with far and away their highest scoring quarter of the finals. White to Brown as Washington fell down as Brown turns from the foul line. No good. Luka the rebound. Look for the long outlet. It wasn't there. And he'll gallop it up. Mavericks can play 2 for 1. To his right against Horford between his legs, left to right. Then steps back on Horford. Put him in the blender. It's short. And the rebound taken by Horford. Luka is down. And behind the play, Tatum to the trailing Hauser for 3. It's good. Sam Hauser with a pair of threes. He was 0 of 5 from 3 in game 2. And it's 31-28. Luka, right of the circle against Tatum. 4-second difference. Shot clock to game clock. Exum clears out against Tatum. Steps back again. Top of the arc. Off the heel of the rim. Rebound taken by White. With 5 seconds. Plenty of time for Boston to get a shot. Tatum cherry picking. Will dunk it with a second to play. And that's not the first time that Boston has done that to the Mavericks in the end of a quarter.
Well, he challenged the shot that time and just kept running. And
that'll do it for the first quarter, and a big end to the quarter for the Celtics after the Mavericks went out to a 22-9 lead. The Celtics end the quarter on a 21-9 run of their own. And after one in game 3, Celtics lead the series 2-0. Mavericks lead the game 31-30 on the Dallas Mavericks radio network.
Live Your Free is the newest plan from TXU Energy that completely takes the guesswork out of saving.
Because it automatically adapts to give me free energy when I use it most every month.
Correct.
Free days, free nights, or free weekends.
Also correct.
It's the first and only plan of its kind that's 100% personalized to me.
Correct again.
so I always get my biggest savings without ever changing a thing.
That's the TXU Energy Max Free Guarantee. TXU Energy. Energy for everything.
Free energy charges and time periods defined in Plan EFL. TDU and other bill charges apply normally. Visit TXU.com for details.
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower-than-low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. So you can always save big every day with our savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Winning doesn't just happen on game day. It happens every day of the week when you put in the work. That's how the Mavs do it, and it's what we love about Ford F-Series, the 47-year leader, and Ford SUVs, vehicles that offer the capability to handle everyday life. That's why Ford is a proud sponsor of the Dallas Mavericks and proud sponsor of Work Today to Win Tomorrow, based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Ford is the best in Texas.
At Hilton Anatole, it's all fun here. Located minutes from downtown Dallas, guests of all ages will enjoy Jade Waters Resort Pool, now open daily all summer long. Enjoy the Leisure Cove Pool with a swim-up bar. Relax along the lazy river. Recline in one of our luxury cabanas and so much more. The fun doesn't stop there. Experience the ultimate sport and game simulator at Topgolf Swing Suite with delicious food and exciting games. For your next summer getaway, Hilton Anatole has it all. Learn more at HiltonAnatole.com.
Back to the NBA Finals on 97.1 The Eagle.
Hey, it's Mark Cuban, and you're listening to the home of the Mavs.
Chuck Cooperstein and Brad Davis at the American Airlines Center started the second quarter of Game 3 of the NBA Finals. The Mavericks 31, the Celtics 30 on this 13th anniversary of the Mavericks' lone championship. Many members of that team in attendance tonight and being feted by the crowd here. Dirk and Jet and Tyson Chandler, Brian Cardinal coming in from Indiana, Caron Butler, and J.J. Barea making the trip in from Puerto Rico.
Yeah, these guys are excited to see Dallas back in the finals again.
Well, they are, and these fans are excited too. And Brad, a great start. You knew the Mavericks would have that, but Boston certainly with an answer in the last half of the quarter.
Yeah, that's not surprising. I mean, this is a team that's got some veteran leadership. They just don't panic.
And able to get some points from their bench from Sam Hauser, 0 for 5 from three-point range in Game 2. He was 4 for 23 in the previous two series to this one. 6 of 30 overall from 3 in his last 11 games coming into tonight, but has been a terrific three-point shooter in all 3 of his NBA seasons, shooting over 40% in all of them, 42% this season. Celtics 5 of 13 from three-point range. Dallas 2 of 9. And right now, that has allowed the Celtics to remain in the game, shooting 45.5%, while the Mavericks are shooting 54%, 13 of 24. Boston with it to start the second quarter. They shoot to our right. Here's Horford. Catch and shoot 3. No good off the right of the rim. And the rebound taken by Tim Hardaway, having checked in the game here at the start of the second quarter. To Kyrie, and now Luka spinning off of Brown, and to the left corner, Irving, touch it back out, Hardaway for 3, rims the basket right to left, and Horford with a rebound. Derek Lively and Derek Jones also on the floor for the Mavericks here at the start of the second. As the Celtics look for their first lead. Brown to his left, play by Lively. Veering off to his left, just inside the hash mark, between his legs, stepping back on the dribble. Now trying to attack, he lost the ball. It's loose on the floor, Lively to the floor with Pritchard, and it is going to be what? Dallas ball. Lively from his back, able to get it to Jones. Now to Irving up the left side, around Derek White, met by Horford and White in the lane from the dotted line. He's short on that, and the rebound's out of bounds. Last touch by Horford. Mavericks will inbound for the baseline to the left of the basket. Kyrie to inbound the ball. Looking, still looking, will throw it way outside. Top of the circle, Lively, hands off to Luka against Peyton Pritchard. 9 to shoot, drive to his right at the block. Pumps, and then hooks it behind him. Didn't go over him. Now back to Luka from Jones, pumping, going up. No foul call, short, air ball. 24-second violation. And I'm not sure, Brad, why Luka did not go up with that initial opportunity from the block.
Yeah, he had the mismatch with Pritchard inside.
The third Maverick turnover. And again, the Celtics look for their first lead. As White against Hardaway to the right to Hauser. Swings it left to White, played by Jones. Puts it on the floor, Hauser the screen, and White will take it and shoots an air ball himself wide to the right and out of bounds. So the Mavericks will have it back. Scoreless in the first minute 40 of the second quarter. Irving, left side of the floor to the top of the arc, circles right against Pritchard. And lost it going up, and it'll be Boston ball. Kyrie thought he was fouled. Kevin Scott saying he just lost it and then lost it off his knee. Back-to-back turnovers for the Mavericks. Right wing Pritchard hit a big three at the end of the third quarter of game 2. To the right wing to Hauser. Down low, Horford. Big mismatch here with Kyrie. Ball over his head. Now to the cutting Brown. Lays it up and in. And again, another weak side cut for the Celtics. And they have their first lead of the night.
Yeah, you got to make sure you're attached to your man because they'd love to cut from that weak side.
32-31, Celtics with the lead. Irving left wing on the drive. Through the lane to Hardaway. Right corner, Jones, and a foul on White. Side out of bounds for the Mavericks. Holiday and Tatum to come back in the game for Boston, as Brown and Hauser will sit down. Luka to inbound from the right sideline at the foul line extended. Mavericks have missed their last 5 from the floor. Inbound to Lively, back to Doncic against Holiday. Jones up to screen to the right. Luka turns that way, play by Horford now on the switch with 5 to shoot. He'll drive and throw it to no one in particular. I think he thought somebody was going to cut. Nobody did. Tatum got the rebound to Pritchard and now to White. He pumps into Lively. Lost it going up, and it's taken down by Jones. Here comes Irving against Pritchard. Stop and go in the lane with the left, around and down. Second time Kyrie able to score with the left hand. 1 for the last 7 now are the Mavericks. They lead 33-32. Tatum on the drive through the lane. Finds Holiday in the left corner. He drives in the lane and through the lane for a wide open White for 3. He hits, and the Celtics are back in front.
Yeah, he's good. Too good a three-point shooter to keep missing.
Derek White makes it 35-33. First basket of the night for Derek White. Doncic, right to left against Horford again. On the drive, spins, fades away from the foul line. Little rainbow is no good. The rebound taken by Pritchard. Up the right side, Pritchard driving on Hardaway. Backs up on the dribble and hands to Tatum. Spins on Hardaway. Keeps the dribble, left-handed dribble. Back and forth, chest pass left. From the hash mark, Pritchard for 3. It's no good. And Luka with the rebound, tipped away by Horford, but into the hands of Kyrie. Who gets it back in Doncic's hands. Long pass. There's Lively. He missed the dunk, but it bounces out to Jones. Now to Kyrie. Bounce pass to the trailing Doncic against Holiday. He spins him into the lane against Horford. Leaning in twice, and he has that shot blocked out of bounds. And again, looking for a foul call that wasn't there. And sometimes your first instinct is the best instinct and just have to go up with it.
Yeah, I think so. He had that little fall away.
And a timeout taken by the Celtics. And
they're going to challenge this.
Yeah, they're going to challenge this. At the 7:57 mark of the first half of Game 3, the Mavericks raced out to a 13-point lead. They've been caught and passed as the Celtics lead at 35-33 on the Dallas Mavericks radio network.
Winning doesn't just happen on game day. It happens every day of the week when you put in the work. That's how the Mavs do it, and it's what we love about Ford F-Series, the 47-year leader, and Ford SUVs, vehicles that offer the capability to handle everyday life. That's why Ford is a proud sponsor of the Dallas Mavericks and proud sponsor of Work Today to Win Tomorrow, based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Ford is the best in Texas.
This is the sound when you're hit with a $35 overdraft fee. And this is the sound when Chime Spot Me covers you on a debit card purchase with no overdraft fee. Chime is changing the game. There are no monthly fees, and they spot you instead of charging overdraft fees. Start banking through Chime today at Chime.com. Spot me eligibility requirements and limits apply. Go to Chime.com for details. Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services provided by the Bancorp Bank or Stride Bank, N.A. members FDIC.
This is Chuck Cooperstein from my friends at K-Post Roofing and Waterproofing, the official roofing and waterproofing partner of the Dallas Cowboys, a proud partner of the Texas Rangers, and a certified installer of the Tesla solar roof and battery backup system. As you can probably tell, we're in the peak storm season right now, so head on over to K-Post if you suspect any roof damage from the recent storms. Specializing in both residential and commercial properties for over 20 years, kpostcompany.com. If the hometown teams can trust them, so can you. Call 972-945-9975 or visit kpostcompany.com.
Chris Stapleton's All-American Roadshow. Saturday, June 15th, Globe Life Field, with special guests Tedeschi Trucks Band and Marcus King. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Chris Stapleton's All-American Roadshow. New album, Higher, available now.
It's the NBA Finals on 97.1 The Eagle.
Hey, it's Mark Cuban, and you're listening to the home of the Mavs.
7:57 remaining in the first half of Game 2. Celtics lead at 35-33. And make sure you check out the Mavs Playoff Hub for all the latest information on tickets and suite schedule, watch parties, merch, and more. Stay locked into all the action at Mavs.com/playoffs. A 31-30 Mavericks lead at the end of one. Celtics outscore the Mavericks 5-2 so far. And here's Mark Davis.
Replay has determined that the ball was last touched by Dallas. Therefore, the challenge is successful. As it was a mandatory timeout, they would not receive an additional timeout. However, they receive an additional challenge. Reset the game clock to 7:57. The ball be awarded to Boston on the baseline.
Luka just losing that ball going up. And Doncic, after the hot start, has missed his last 5 from the floor. The Mavericks 1 of 7. And overall down to 45%. The Celtics at 43%. But right now, again, Boston, the volume on three-pointers. 17 threes taken already, Brad. They've made 6 of them. And the Mavericks are just 2 of 10 from behind the line.
Yeah, I mean, that's Boston's game right there. Drive and kick for that three-pointer.
So Boston will have it. The Mavericks with Doncic, Irving, Hardaway, Washington, and Gafford. Boston will have Holiday, White, Pritchard, Tatum, and Xavier Tillman, who inbounds the ball to White. And Derek White will bring it up at the midcourt line against Hardaway. Veering to his left just inside the hash mark. Now to his right off Tillman. Back to Tillman. Thought about the shot, passed it up. Tatum zips up to the top of the arc against Hardaway now with 5 to shoot. Working to his left and trying to get through Hardaway. The floater no good. Gafford the rebound. Good defense play by Hardaway. 1-on-1. And here comes Doncic. In the jump circle. Screen by Washington right. Luka goes that way. Met by Tillman. Between his legs left to right on the drive. Got to the rim. Missed the layup. And a foul call against Daniel Gafford after Tillman got the rebound.
I think Tillman blocked that shot.
And indeed, they will give Tillman credit for a block shot. Dallas 1 of 8 here in the second quarter. White along the left side. Now against Doncic, across the way to Tillman. Back to Tatum, to his right. Kyrie got bumped off and got bumped off too much. Offensive foul by Tillman.
Yeah, easy call right there.
So the Celtics turn it over for the 4th time. Josh Green checks in for the first time, and Doncic sits down. 7 minutes remaining in the first half. 35-33 Celtics. Hardaway bounces to Kyrie against White. Screen from Hardaway. Screen by Washington. Switch by Tillman on to Kyrie as he backs up with 8 to shoot. Attacks to his left. Stop and go. Back to his right. Spins to his left with the left hand again. That's off the heel of the rim. Tatum the rebound. Had it knocked away, but into the hands of Tillman. And here comes Pritchard to the trailing Tatum. Right to left. Picks up the dribble, over the head pass, Holiday, fake left, go right between his legs, left to right against Washington. He's short on that. Washington rips down the rebound. Tell you what, pretty good defense around the rim played by both teams here in the second quarter. Here's Washington. Picks up the dribble, right to Green. Kyrie wants it on a post up against Pritchard, but pushed way out. Below the break, he'll take the three, and he makes it. The last Maverick field goal was 3 minutes ago. And Irving able to hit that one. He's got 13. He and Doncic both with 13. 26 of the Mavericks, 36 points. Tatum for three answers over Washington to put the Celtics back in front.
Yeah, I don't think Washington thought he was going to shoot it that deep.
16 for Jason Tatum, 38-36. Kyrie against Pritchard. Bottom of the jump circle. Drives it to his left and to the rim. Lays it off for Gafford. Gathers, goes up and stuffs it.
Yeah, nice penetration, and once again.
That's 24 points in the paint of the 38 that the Mavericks have tonight. Tied at 38, 5.5 to play in the first half of Game 3. Tatum against Hardaway. Left to right drive. Met by Gafford. Got around Gafford. Beautiful sidestep move to lay it up and in with a left hand. 18 for Jason Tatum. And the Celtics in front 40-38. Kyrie against Tillman. Backs up on the dribble. Left to Washington, met by White, put it on the floor, met by Holiday, off balance runner, no good, as it hit the board on the other side, and the rebound taken by Tatum. Left hand wrap around to White. Chest pass left to Holiday, left corner, quick release, Pritchard for three, that's no good. The rebound saved by Tillman, into Tatum as he took it away from Green. Now against Irving, Tatum, inside pivot, top of the arc jab step, goes to his left, over Irving for three, and he rims the basket, the rebound to Hardaway. Here comes Hardaway up the left side. Hardaway waits for Gafford to come and get it. Looks to his right. Kyrie overplayed by Pritchard. And a whistle. And a foul. Mark Davis on the baseline calling a foul against the Celtics. And it's on Peyton Pritchard. Second team foul against the Celtics. First on Pritchard. As Hauser and Horford check into the game. With Pritchard and Tillman sitting down. Luka's back in as well. Lively back in too as Gafford and Irving sit down. Oh, actually, excuse me, Kyrie remains in the game. And he's against Hauser at the moment. Right wing, step back, take the three, hit it.
Yeah, he's feeling it from outside.
The Mavericks 41 and the Celtics 40. Irving's got 17 here in the first half. Tatum bounce pass right to Brown. Deep three is way short, and Kyrie runs down the rebound. Long pass to Luka up the left side. Fake left, go right, Euro step left, underneath the basket, backhand pass, wide open Washington three. Off the back rim, no good, tipped out over the outstretched arm of Green, but it came to Kyrie. Irving against Holiday, sidestep left, take the three, knocks it down. And the Mavericks back up for Kyrie with 20. Three consecutive three-pointers for him. Left corner, Hauser for three, catch and shoot, good.
Yeah, they lost track of him in that corner.
Third three-pointer for Hauser. Eighth for the Celtics. 44-43. Doncic against Hauser, right side. Between his legs, crossing right to left, and gets to the rim, met by Horford, then steps back and hits from just on top of the charge circle. 46-43, Holiday at the left block. Got it back out, Horford, touch it, Hauser, around Luka, to the cutting Holiday, underneath the basket, goes out to the right corner, left to right around Luka, met by Lively, to Brown, and around the horn they go. Here comes Tatum down the lane, scoops short, rebound, Holiday took it away from Lively, out to Horford, right wing three, that's in and out, rebound, Holiday again, put it back up and in. And how many times has Drew Holiday hurt the Mavericks doing just that in the first three games?
Yeah, just finds a way to get to that offensive board.
46-45. Irving and a blocking foul called on Holiday just over the midcourt line. The first on Holiday, the third against the Celtics. And that will lead to a Jason Kidd timeout with 2:29 remaining in the first half of Game 3. Celtics lead the series 2-0. Mavericks lead the game 46-45. on the Dallas Mavericks radio network.
After the end of a good fight, you deserve an ice-cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Great medical care, like great basketball, takes teamwork and a commitment to being the very best. At UT Southwestern Medical Center, we're on a mission of healing, discovery, and education, and the ultimate victory is your good health. Fulfilling that mission has made UT Southwestern the #1 hospital in DFW for 7 straight years, an excellent winning streak. Finding answers, changing lives. UT Southwestern, the official healthcare partner of the Dallas Mavericks. Go Mavs!
Winning doesn't just happen on game day. It happens every day of the week when you put in the work. That's how the Mavs do it, and it's what we love about Ford F-Series, the 47-year leader, and Ford SUVs, vehicles that offer the capability to handle everyday life. That's why Ford is a proud sponsor of the Dallas Mavericks and proud sponsor of Work Today to Win Tomorrow, based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Ford is the best in Texas.
I'm going to let you in on a secret. You never have to pay overdraft fees again when you're banking through Chime. That's right, Chime is changing the game. Chime has no monthly fees, and with SpotMe, you get fee-free overdraft on debit card purchases. Now that's banking that has your back. SpotMe eligibility requirements and limits apply. Go to Chime.com for details. Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services provided by the Bancorp Bank or Stride Bank, N.A. members FDIC.
Hey, it's Mark Cuban, and you're listening to the home of the Mavs.
Back to the NBA Finals on 97.1, The Eagle.
I'm Kevin Gray here at the Modelo Sports Desk. In some NBA coaching news, James Borrego, Kenny Atkinson, and Mike Nori have advanced to in-person interviews with the Cleveland Cavaliers as they continue their search for a brand new head coach, as they will continue the search going forward. Let's go back to the AAC with Chuck Cooperstein and Brad Davis.
2:29 remaining in the first half of Game 3. Mavericks raced out to an early 13-point lead at 22-9. Were caught and passed by the Celtics as Dallas went into a drought at the end of the first quarter and into the second. But Kyrie, Irving, Brad has come to life just as I think just about everybody thought he would. But certainly it's a beautifully necessary moment for the Mavericks because really, other than Kyrie, they don't have much else going offensively.
Yeah, I mean, Luka got it going early, but since then it's been all Kyrie.
Kyrie with 11 in the quarter, 20 in the game. He's 8 of 13, shooting 4 of 5 from 3. And, in fact, has made his last 4 from 3 after missing his first one tonight, his first 9 of the series. Doncic with 15. So, again, 35 of the 46 points for the Mavericks from those two players. And if the Mavericks can just get some help from someone else, it could really help their cause. As Josh Green will inbound to Washington. Out of the timeout, the Mavericks shoot to our left and bounces to Doncic against Tatum. Outside the arc, left of the circle, ball at his waist, and asks Green to come over and screen to the right. He'll work that way now against Horford. He'll drive and pull up for a mid-ranger and hit it from 12 to the right of the lane. The Mavericks 48, the Celtics 45. As Holiday walks it through the center circle. The handoff to White. Horford comes up, goes screen, then gets it left wing, left corner Tatum against Washington. Triple threat position there. Fakes the rip through, then takes the 3 out of the corner off the back rim, and Lively the rebound for the Mavericks. Here comes Irving. Up the left side against Brown. Left-hand dribble between his legs right. On the drive, and floats it up, and it rolls off the rim. Oh, it did everything but go down, and Brown got the rebound. Here comes Holiday, bounce it left corner, quick release, Horford 3, good. Al Horford's second 3 of the game ties the game at 48. With a minute 25 remaining in the half. Irving against Brown. Washington screens. Now against White. Kick at the Washington left corner. Fake left and go right. Met by Holiday. To the cutting Lively. Down low. Easy dunk as he was able to draw the double team.
Yeah, nice no-look pass that time. Good cut by Lively.
Mavericks 50. Celtics 48. Holiday against Green. To his left. to Tatum against Lively. Outside the arc, right of the circle, puts his head down, bounce pass, dunker spot, White met by Lively, out to Horford, back to White, over Lively for three, Rainbow, no good, and a loose ball foul underneath against Boston. And it's against Jaylen Brown. 2 fouls on Jaylen Brown. And the first in the last 2 minutes against the Celtics. As Hardaway comes back in for Irving. Or excuse me, comes back in for Green. And Irving will stay in the right corner. As Hardaway to inbound. Doncic picked up full court by Holiday. Up the left side. Secondary screen from Washington. Frees Luka up now to play against Derek White. Left elbow across the way. Washington will drive, met by Horford. And then Holiday from behind knocked it away. 3-on-1 for the Celtics. Brown to Tatum running the floor. Laid it up and in. 20 for Tatum. And Mark Davis blowing his whistle, saying the Mavericks did not properly inbound the ball. But that is the case. That should be a violation, but it's not.
Yeah, that's what Boston's coaches want.
Yeah, I mean, if you either you inbounded it correctly or you didn't. But the Mavericks will have it with 33 seconds remaining in the half. And the officials, for the moment anyway, holding on to the ball as the Celtics throw some pressure up in the backcourt. The inbound to Washington. Up the right side. Doncic screens. Holiday goes for the steal. Can't get it. Backwards for Luka against Horford. On the hash mark. And then Luka will back up with 10 to shoot, 20 in the half. Between his legs, left to right. Pulls up over Horford for three. Off the back rim. Long rebound. Washington got it. Washington looks, he drives, everybody went out beyond the arc, and then as he drives to the rim, he draws the foul. And it's on Holiday, and that'll put Washington on the line with 9.5 seconds remaining. What a wild play. Is Mavericks got the rebound, but the Celtics just ran up to the three-point line, and nobody guarded Washington until it was too late.
Yeah, opened up the middle on that drive.
So Washington, 71% in the playoffs, looking for his first point of the night, and he doesn't have it. Misses it, rolling it off left to right. He was 8 of 10 from the line in this series before the make. So Josh Green and Maxi Kleber come back in to play defense here in the last 9.5 seconds. And Washington trying to give the Mavericks a 1-point lead. Sets, shoots, and hits it. And here's the inbound to Tatum, picked up by Derek Jones. Crossover left to right. Pulls up over Jones for three. That's off the heel of the rim. Rebound Washington. And he'll get it ahead to Green and will not get it away in time. And that will do it as the horn sounds for the first half. And the Mavericks will take a 1-point lead to halftime at 51-50. They get a second quarter outburst from Kyrie Irving that included 3 3-pointers, a 20-point half for him in 21 minutes. Doncic with 17 points. But again, as you add that up, that's 37 points from the two superstars, only 14 from the rest of the team. And I think the Celtics are willing to live with that, Brad, as long as the Maverick role players aren't able to make a presence on the offensive end.
Yeah, and so far those two guys have done that, but it's one of those things that, you know, Boston's going to pick and choose how they want to play defensively, and first half, that's how they did it.
Well, and the Mavericks, Jason Kidd has talked about this after the first quarter against the Celtics in Game 1 when they gave up 37 points and 7 3-pointers. They've really played pretty good defense against the Celtics, and they hold Boston to 41% shooting and 9 of 27 from three.
Yeah, doing a nice job, and I like the way they're attacking inside. Without Porzingis in there, no shot blockers for Boston. Dallas attacking inside.
Again, 20 points for Irving, 17 for Doncic to lead the Mavericks, who shot 47.7%, just 5 of 15 from three. Dallas a 23-17 edge on the boards. Tatum, the only Boston double-figure scorer, and he's got it going tonight with 20, with 4 rebounds and 2 assists, 3 3-pointers made. 51-50 as the Mavericks try to hold home court and cut the Celtics lead in this series in half. Kevin Gray at the Modelo Sports Desk with highlights of the first half and the rest of the day and night in the NBA and around the sporting world coming your way next on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network. Just under 14.
I'm going to let you in on a secret. You never have to pay overdraft fees again when you're banking through Chime. That's right, Chime is changing the game. Chime has no monthly fees, and with SpotMe, you get fee-free overdraft on debit card purchases. Now that's banking that has your back. SpotMe eligibility requirements and limits apply. Go to Chime.com for details. Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services provided by the Bancorp Bank or Stride Bank, N.A. members FDIC.
Live Your Free is the newest plan from TXU Energy that completely takes the guesswork out of saving.
Because it automatically adapts to give me free energy when I use it most every month.
Correct. Free days, free nights, or free weekends.
Also correct.
It's the first and only plan of its kind that's 100% personalized to me.
Correct again.
So I always get my biggest savings without ever changing a thing.
That's the TXU Energy Max Free Guarantee. TXU Energy. Energy for everything.
Free energy charges and time periods defined in Plan EFL. TDU and other bill charges apply normally. Visit TXU.com for details.
After the end of a good fight, you deserve an ice-cold reward. Modelo is the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Great medical care, like great basketball, takes teamwork and a commitment to being the very best. At UT Southwestern Medical Center, we're on a mission of healing, discovery, and education, and the ultimate victory is your good health. Fulfilling that mission has made UT Southwestern the #1 hospital in DFW for 7 straight years, an excellent winning streak. Finding answers, changing lives. UT Southwestern, the official healthcare partner of the Dallas Mavericks. Go Mavs!
Live Your Free is the newest plan from TXU Energy that completely takes the guesswork out of saving.
Because it automatically adapts to give me free energy when I use it most every month.
Correct.
Free days, free nights, or free weekends.
Also correct.
It's the first and only plan of its kind that's 100% personalized to me.
Correct again.
So I always get my biggest savings without ever changing a thing.
That's the TXU Energy Max Free Guarantee. TXU Energy. Energy for everything.
Free energy charges and time periods defined in Plan EFL. TDU and other bill charges apply normally. Visit TXU.com for details.
Great medical care, like great basketball, takes teamwork and a commitment to being the very best. At UT Southwestern Medical Center, we're on a mission of healing, discovery, and education, and the ultimate victory is your good health. Fulfilling that mission has made UT Southwestern the #1 hospital in DFW for 7 straight years, an excellent winning streak. Finding answers, changing lives. UT Southwestern, the official healthcare partner of the Dallas Mavericks. Go Mavs!
Hey, it's Mark Cuban, and you're listening to the home of the Mavs.
It's the NBA Finals on 97.1 The Eagle. Time now for the halftime show on the Mavericks Radio Network. Now, here's your host, Kevin Gray.
Good win in the first half from the American Airlines Center in game number 3 of the NBA Finals. Your Dallas Mavericks up 51-50 at halftime. Kyrie Irving going off in the first half for 20 points. Luka Doncic with 17 of his own as they combined for 37 of the Mavs. 51 first half points. Mavericks shot 33% from downtown and 47% from the field. Celtics shot 40% from the field and 33% from 3 as Jason Tatum was the only Celtic in double figures with 20 points in the first half. Mavericks had 30 of their 51 points in the paint. Kristaps Porzingis out, of course, for the Celtics. Mavericks taking advantage of that in the first half. Mavericks out-rebounded the Celtics 23-17 as the Mavericks look to win Game 3 up by 1 at halftime, 51-50. Let's get to the first half highlights from the AAC to let you know how it went down in the first half. Starting in the first quarter, Mavericks started off hot, started the game on a 9-2 run in the first 2 minutes, forcing a Celtics timeout. Luka Doncic draining the three-pointer on the left wing on the step back to give the Mavericks an early 3-point lead.
Spacing is so good, they get to that dunker spot.
Doncic pull-up 3, left wing good.
Then Kyrie Irving would get into it with his big first half, getting the lefty bank shot to go in the lane to increase the Mavericks' lead up to 6.
As Luka, baseline right to inbound the ball, drop it in. Kyrie catches in the lane with the left hand over Derek White to score.
Mavs up 11-5 with 9.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Kyrie Irving then takes Al Horford off the dribble for the layup to put the Mavs up by 10.
Screen by Hardy, played by Horford. Drives on Horford, take it off the floor on Horford, and floats it home.
That came with 6.5 minutes left in the first quarter as the Mavericks were up 17-7. Then Derek Lively gets the hoop in the harm with the foul on Tillman for the layup in the and one.
Now played by Tatum, and Lively splits the pick, gets the rim, score it with a foul on Horford, and a chance at a three-point play.
He would make the free throw to make it 22-9 with 6:10 left in the first quarter. Kyrie Irving wasn't done, though, drilling the three-pointer transition to increase the Mavericks' lead to 13.
The Celtics 2 of 8 from 3 to start the game. Here comes Kyrie, pull up, top of the arc three. He got it! The first three-pointer of the series for Kyrie Irving.
Mavs up 25-12 with 4.5 minutes left in the first quarter. They started 11 of 16 from the field in the first 7.5 minutes of the game. But the Celtics would respond with what would be an 11-0 run to cut the Mavericks lead down to 2 at 25-23. Luka Doncic, though, would end that run with this jumper at the right elbow.
As he looks, fakes right, go left, pumps, leans in, pumps, fades away from the elbow, he hits.
That would make it 27-23, but the Celtics got a three-pointer from Sam Hauser with 28 seconds left and a run-out dunk from Jason Tatum at the end of the quarter to cut the Mavericks lead to 1 at the end of the first period. 31-30, the Mavericks led. Jason Tatum had 13 points for the Celtics as they closed the first quarter on an 18-6 run. The Mavericks got 13 points from Luka Doncic and 9 from Kyrie Irving. On to the second quarter, Mavs up 1 to start the period. Celtics started the first 4 minutes outscoring the Mavs 5-2 to take a 35-33 lead. Kyrie Irving, though, would end the Mavericks' 3-minute field goal drought, drilling the three-pointer on the right wing.
Picks up the dribble, right to Green. Kyrie wants it on a post up against Pritchard, but pushed way out. Below the break, he'll take the three, and he makes it.
That made it 36-35 with 6.5 minutes left in the first half. Boston would go on a quick 5-2 run to take a 40-38 lead after a Jason Tatum basket, but Kyrie Irving would continue his takeover of the second quarter, drilling another three-pointer to put the Mavericks back out in front.
Oh, actually, Kyrie remains in the game, and he's against Hauser at the moment. Right wing at the moment. Step back, take the three, hit it.
Yeah, he's feeling it from outside.
Mavs up 41-40 with 4:15 left in the first half. Irving wasn't done from downtown, knocking down his third straight three-pointer, this time on the left wing.
Irving against Holiday, sidestep left, take the three, knocks it down.
That made it 44-40 with 3:41 left in the first half as the Mavericks led by 4 at that point. Game would be tied, though, at 48 with a minute and a half left after an Al Horford three-pointer. But Derek Lively II would put the Mavericks back out in front with this dunk off the P.J. Washington assist.
Now against White, kick at the Washington left corner, fake left and go right, met by Holiday. To the cutting Lively, down low, easy dunk as he was able to draw the double team.
They made it 50-48 with a minute 14 left in the first half. The Mavericks would score the final 3 points of the period to take a 51-50 lead at halftime. Kyrie Irving had 11 of the Mavs' 22nd quarter points as the Mavericks shot 40% for the quarter. The Celtics shot 36% from the field themselves as Jason Tatum had 7 points for the Celtics in that second period. And that's where we stand right now at halftime with your Mavericks leading 51-50 in game number 3, trying to climb back in it in the NBA Finals. Let's take a look at your other sports scores and news of the day. Still to come tonight in Los Angeles. The Texas Rangers facing the Los Angeles Dodgers on the road with the first pitch at 9:10 p.m. this evening. John Gray on the mound for the World Series champion Texas Rangers. Meanwhile, Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Final tomorrow night in Edmonton as the Florida Panthers lead that series 2-0 after outscoring the Edmonton Oilers by 6 goals in the first 2 games as the Stanley Cup Final moves to Canada. That's your other sports scores and news of the day. But a terrific one in the first half at the American Airlines Center as we celebrate the 13-year anniversary of the Mavericks winning their first ever championship. The 2011 team in the house tonight cheering on this version of the Mavericks as they try to get themselves back into this NBA Finals. Halfway home to a Game 3 win at 51-50 at halftime at the AAC. Coming up next, we'll take it back out live to the American Airlines Center for the second half with the voice of the Mavericks, Chuck Cooperstein, and Brad Davis on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network. Stay with us.
Comerica Bank, we're creating opportunity for entrepreneurs to stop dreaming and start doing. For gig workers to become business owners. For small businesses to go toe-to-toe with the big dogs. At Comerica Bank, we're creating opportunity beyond bank accounts. We're providing free office space, free advertising, free competitive research, and more to help small businesses do more with less. To learn more, visit Comerica.com/succeed. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender. Offers available to Comerica small business customers only. Terms apply.
Winning doesn't just happen on game day. It happens every day of the week when you put in the work. That's how the Mavs do it, and it's what we love about Ford F-Series, the 47-year leader, and Ford SUVs, vehicles that offer the capability to handle everyday life. That's why Ford is a proud sponsor of the Dallas Mavericks and proud sponsor of Work Today to Win Tomorrow, based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Ford is the best in Texas.
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower-than-low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. So you can always save big every day with our savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
At Hilton Anatole, it's all fun here. Located minutes from downtown Dallas, guests of all ages will enjoy Jade Waters Resort Pool, now open daily all summer long. Enjoy the Leisure Cove Pool with a swim-up bar. Relax along the lazy river. Recline in one of our luxury cabanas and so much more. The fun doesn't stop there. Experience the ultimate sport and game simulator at Topgolf Swing Suite with delicious food and exciting games. For your next summer getaway, Hilton Anatole has it all. Learn more at HiltonAnatole.com.
Winning doesn't just happen on game day. It happens every day of the week when you put in the work. That's how the Mavs do it, and it's what we love about Ford F-Series, the 47-year leader, and Ford SUVs, vehicles that offer the capability to handle everyday life. That's why Ford is a proud sponsor of the Dallas Mavericks and proud sponsor of Work Today to Win Tomorrow, based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Ford is the best in Texas.
You know what In-N-Out hamburgers are all about. But what about our fries? It's pretty simple. It all begins with the finest, freshest potatoes, hand-cut right in the store, then cooked to perfection in 100% sunflower oil and served piping hot. Now that's a side order worth singing about.
Back to the NBA Finals on 97.1 The Eagle.
Hey, it's Mark Cuban, and you're listening to the home of the Mavs.
Chuck Cooperstein and Brad Davis at the American Airlines Center as we get ready for the third quarter of Game 3 of the NBA Finals. The Mavericks, a 51-50 lead over the Celtics. Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic combining for 37 of the Mavericks' 51 points. They shot 15 of 30 from the floor. The rest of the team 6 of 14, and they have all 5 Dallas three-point shots in 11 attempts. The rest of the team 0 of 4. Kyrie's 5th 20-point half of the playoffs. And again, coming incredibly needed, Brad, because other than Luka, there's nobody else that's really getting anything done. Those two guys are going to need some help from somebody else. And the Celtics are just betting that nobody else beside those two really can help them beat the Celtics.
Defensively, that's the way they're playing. You know, they're going to let them get their points. They're going to try to cut down the scoring on the other players.
What do you think of the Mavericks' defense against the Celtics so far tonight?
It's been good. I mean, I thought, you know, a couple of slip-ups where they've gotten some backdoor cuts. They've gotten some open threes. Other than that, they've been contesting.
Boston has it to begin the third quarter. They shoot to our left in their white uniforms, green numbers and letters. Mavericks in the Navy statements tonight, white numbers and letters. As Holiday left baseline drive against Gafford. Dribbles now out to the top of the arc. The handoff to Brown. Against Washington, will drive and pull up on the double pump from the foul line. He hits to put Boston in front, 52-51. Jaylen Brown, his 8-point on 3 of 7 shooting. Luka at the right wing against Brown. Screen left. Now the switch by Tatum. Luka drives it. Oh, a nice little Gortat screen set by Gafford. to get Luka all the way to the basket to score.
Yeah, just drifted right into Tatum, took him out of the play.
53-52 as we go back and forth. Tatum out top, quickly left, Holiday left baseline drive, met by Washington, out to White, little ball fake, put it on the floor, to the cutting Holiday, down the lane, left-hand layup, easily done.
That Boston spacing just so good.
54-53. 6 lead changes in the first half. We've got 2 already. As Kyrie on the drive, high off the glass, no good, but there's Gafford going right over Tatum to two-hand flush it at the front of the rim.
Yeah, they started Tatum on Gafford here in the second half.
They tried to do that a little bit in game 2, and Gafford wound up having a pretty good second half. We'll see if Boston elects to stay that way. Here's Tatum, backdoor, lays it up and in. That's a couple of easy baskets, and probably baskets that are too easy for Boston. And Tatum now with 22 points, 56-55. Washington against White. Left-hand dribble, pushes to Luka. Top of the circle, met by Holiday. Washington screens. Here's the switch by White. 7 to shoot. Right to left drive by tonight. First foul shot is up and good. Again, the Celtics basically do not allow you to shoot free throws. Coming into these playoffs, they had averaged allowing their opponents to shoot just 12.5 free throws per game. And the second one from Doncic on the way and good. The Mavericks 57, the Celtics 56. 2 minutes into the third quarter. Holiday against Derrick Jones. To the top to Brown against Kyrie. Little bump now to his left, hangs in the lane and gets it to crawl over the front of the rim.
Uses height advantage that time.
And again, another lead change. 58-57 Boston. Luka top of the arc now against Horford. To his right. Kick it right corner. Show and go by Jones. Kick it out to Irving. Fake left, go right. Little runner is good from the dotted line as he beat Holiday to the spot. 22 for Kyrie. And another lead change at 59-58. Holiday pulls up just above the break for 3. It's good.
And Luka had his hands down on that. I think Holiday surprised him.
61-59. Celtics have hit their first 5 here in the third quarter. Kyrie against White, deep left side at the baseline, picks up the dribble, looking for a cutter. Pass deflected by Brown, but it came back to Kyrie, and then he throws it away. Tried to get it to Washington, but an easy steal for Holiday, who comes up the left side against Jones. Circles right to the top of the arc. Now back to his left, shovels to Brown on the move, left baseline. Out to the top to Tatum, rise and fire for 3. He hits. And Jason Kidd will take a timeout as the Celtics 6 of 6 to start the third quarter, and they have a 5-point lead at 64-59 as Tatum knocks down the 11th three-pointer in 29 attempts for the Celtics. 29 of their 50 attempts are three-pointers tonight. 64-59 Boston. 8:44 remaining, third quarter of Game 3 on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
There are a lot of ways to make whiskey, but there's only one way to make Jack Daniels. Jack could have been like any other way.
Called by volume. Jack Daniels Distillery, Lynchburg, Tennessee. Jack Daniels and Old Number 7 registered trademark. 2022 Jack Daniels, all rights reserved.
After the end of a good fight, you deserve an ice-cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Great medical care, like great basketball, takes teamwork and a commitment to being the very best. At UT Southwestern Medical Center, we're on a mission of healing, discovery, and education, and the ultimate victory is your good health. Fulfilling that mission has made UT Southwestern the #1 hospital in DFW for 7 straight years.
Well, I hope you can hear me now. Realized my microphone was not working. I just saw that there. So sorry about that, guys. Hey, like I said, I thank you guys for stopping in and watching the game. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here. And welcome, Charles. The Yankees are doing great. They're one of the top in MLB at the moment. So, like I said, guys, don't forget, hit the like button. It helps beat the YouTube algorithm, get this out to more and more people so we can have, let's get that over 100. With your help, you can help me get that number up there over 100. Let's do that, guys. It's going to be great. And I'm going to turn back on the game, so.
On 97.1, The Eagle.
Hey, it's Mark Cuban, and you're listening to the home of the Mavs.
Experience what it's like to be an NBA player at True Maverick Camp from one-on-one coaching with Devin Harris, cruising across town in Lexus TXs with Rolando Blackman, reviewing film with Jason Kidd, to dinner with J.J. Barea. This is one experience you can't miss. Visit Mavs.com/TMC today. 8:44 remaining in the third quarter. The Celtics have hit their first 6 here in the third to lead the Mavericks 64-59 as we pause for station identification on the Dallas Mavericks radio network.
97.1 The Eagle. KEGL Fort Worth, Dallas. An iHeart radio station. iHeart Radio, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Right now, Brad, the difference in the game, Boston 11 of 29 from 3. I mean, 58% of their attempts are three-pointers. During the course of the regular season, the Celtics had about 48% of their attempts as three-pointers. And they're just playing the math game. And right now, they have a 6 3-point shot advantage over the Mavericks, who are 5 of 15, who have not tried a three-pointer here in the third quarter.
Yeah, just a lot of penetration, driving kick.
Here comes Irving for the Mavericks. They shoot to our right, play by Holiday behind the left hash mark. Knee-high dribble, turned back by Holiday. And now Lively comes up the screen as Kyrie on the drive and got tripped up by Horford. No shot, side out of bounds. And that was very, very close to being an offensive foul on Derek Lively. And they called that foul on Tatum rather than on Horford, so that's the second on Tatum. Second team foul against Boston. Doncic from the foul line extended to the left side to inbound, tried to get it to Lively, couldn't, drops it into Hardaway, who's checked in the game to replace Derek Jones, and on the drive and on the pull-up, and that rolls off the right of the rim. That floater that Doncic almost always makes, and then Luka fouling Derek White in the backcourt after the Horford rebound and outlet pass. And that's 2 on Doncic. So Luka now 8 of 18 from the floor. Began the game hitting 5 of his first 7. As Holiday brings it up for the Celtics. Mavericks zoning right here. 2-3 zone, right baseline. Tatum to the dunker. There's Brown for an easy one.
Yeah, once again, it's the spacing. They've got everybody on the perimeter. One guy makes that dive cut.
It's an 8-0 run for the Celtics. They're 7 of 7 shooting here in the quarter. As Irving backs up against Horford. Right of the circle. Now attacks with his left hand. Pulls up, dotted line. Jumper good from 10 feet.
Yeah, anytime he can get that switch with Horford on him, it's a good matchup for Dallas.
66-61. 7:40 remaining in the third. Holiday along the right side. Play by Irving, trying to get it to Brown in the lane. Brown against Hardaway. 2 bounces to his left. Got caught in the air, but able to get it to Tatum in the left corner for 3. That's no good off the back rim. Washington the rebound. Outlet on the diagonal to Kyrie. Spinning right to left on Derek White. Met by Brown into a double team. Out to Hardaway. Little ball fake. Open up the 3. In and out. And the rebound to Horford. To Holiday up the left side against Washington. Backs up on the dribble to Tatum against Hardaway. Measuring him, backing him down, kicks it out, White, touch it, Horford, touch it, Brown, right corner 3, good. Jaylen Brown has come alive here in the third. He's got 9 of his 15, and the Celtics by 8, 69-61. Luka left to right, spins to his left on White, met by Brown from behind. No-look right corner Irving, run off the line, finds Luka in the lane, and he's short on the layup. And the rebound taken by Holiday out of the traffic. 3-on-3. Holiday veers off to his right. Left-hand wraparound to White. And he's fouled by P.J. Washington as he begins his move to the basket. And Luka with a couple of shots here in the third quarter that are normally automatic for him that have not fallen as Horford leaves. And Xavier Tillman checks in to take his place. Tatum inbound from the left sideline. A real danger time here for the Mavericks. 6.5 to play. Third quarter down 8. Holiday on the handoff to Tatum. Wraparound pass to Holiday. Back to Tatum. Left baseline drive. Step back away from Luka for 3. Off the back rim again. And Lively with a good traffic rebound. Middle outlet to Irving. Quickly to Hardaway. Up the left side driving on White. And to the rim. And White threw that shot out of there. Picked up by Tillman. Now to Holiday. Tatum on the run for the dunk. And Tatum looking for a foul call, and I think he had a legitimate case.
A lot of contact there.
P.J. Washington raked him across the arms. No foul, fortunately, for the Mavericks. 71-61. First double-digit lead is on the drive. There's Luka able to score against Tillman. 23 for Doncic, 71-63. Boston on fire here in the third. They are 9 of 11 from the floor. Here is Brown, left of the lane, through the lane, back out. Tatum over Washington for 3. Another brick. Rebound taken away from Luka by Holiday, but it's knocked out of bounds by Holiday as Luka hit the deck. And the fans wanting a foul call that was not called. As Kleber checks in the game for the Mavericks to replace Washington. Jason Kidd giving Tim Hardaway a long look here in the third quarter, just trying to find anybody else beside Luka and Kyrie who could be able to generate some offense. Hasn't worked so far. As Kyrie brings it across the line on the left. Into the middle of the floor against Sam Hauser, who checked into the dead ball. Driving to his right, blows by him, now met by Tillman. High off the glass, no good. Lively offensive rebound. Out to Doncic. Straight line drive to the rim, and will score. Moving on the reverse from right to left. 8 in the quarter for Doncic, 71-65. Holiday right side of the floor against Kleber. Cross-court Tillman pitches back to Tatum. To his left against Lively. Down to 9 to shoot. And a cross-court pass finds Brown again over Kleber for 3. That's short rebound Lively. Middle outlet to Doncic. Up the left side. Screen by Lively again. Now against Tillman. Luka pulls up, can't shoot. Across the way to Irving. Kyrie against Hauser. Attacks him with the left. Pulls up at the foul line. Jumper around and out. Lively lost the rebound out of bounds.
Well, once again, Irving doing a nice job, though, attacking off the dribble. Had a good look at that one.
4.5 remaining third quarter, 71-65 Celtics. As Brown from right to left, Kyrie goes for the steal, and he gets called for a reach-in foul, and that'll be his second. And team foul number 3 against the Mavericks. Tatum will inbound from just over the midcourt line on the left side. Into Brown at the bottom of the jump circle. Hauser up the screen left. Brown goes that way against Luka between his legs right to left and puts up a shot on the run. That's no good. And Lively the rebound in traffic again. Luka trying to spin on Brown. Lost the ball, got it back. A lot of contact as he comes across the line. Turns to his left. Right of the jump circle. Lively comes to screen. Now Luka to his left against Tillman. They got the matchup they want now. Luka left to right on the drive and to the rim. Bank it way short. Rebound Tillman. And a timeout taken by Joe Mazzulla. And Doncic with words for Kevin Scott as he heads toward the Dallas bench thinking if there was not a foul on the shot, there was at least a foul out on the floor as he was beginning the move. 3:50 remaining in the third quarter of Game 3. The Celtics lead the series 2-0. They lead tonight 71-65 on the Dallas Mavericks radio network.
At Hilton Anatole, it's all fun here. Located minutes from downtown Dallas, guests of all ages will enjoy Jade Waters Resort Pool, now open daily all summer long. Enjoy the Leisure Cove Pool with a swim-up bar. Relax along the lazy river. Recline in one of our luxury cabanas and so much more. The fun doesn't stop there. Experience the ultimate sport and game simulator at Topgolf Swing Suite with delicious food and exciting games. For your next summer getaway, Hilton Anatole has it all. Learn more at HiltonAnatole.com.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team, plus one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
There are a lot of ways to make whiskey, but there's only one way to make Jack Daniels. Jack could have been like any other whiskey. Instead, we charcoal mellow every drop through 10 feet of hard sugar maple charcoal. We use water from Cave Spring Hollow in Lynchburg, Tennessee. It's no coincidence that Jack is what it is today. Because when you make your own label, you make everything else yours too. But we don't need to tell you that, do we? Make it count. Jack Daniels. Please drink responsibly. Tennessee whiskey, 40% alcohol by volume. Jack Daniels Distillery, Lynchburg, Tennessee. Jack Daniels, an old number 7 registered trademark. 2022 Jack Daniels, all rights reserved.
With the Kroger app, shopping online with pickup and delivery is the same as shopping in store. Same low prices, same personalized deals, same rewards on the same high-quality items like Honeycrisp apples and pasta sauce, with no hidden fees or markups. It's one small click for groceries, one big win for busy families everywhere. Start your cart today at Kroger.com. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Hey, it's Mark Cuban, and you're listening to the home of the Mavs.
Back to the NBA Finals on 97.1, The Eagle.
I'm Kevin Gray here at the Modelo Sports Desk. Kristaps Porzingis, of course, is out tonight for game number 3 between the Mavericks and the Celtics. The Celtics unsure if he will be able to return to this NBA Finals, according to ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski. Porzingis suffered the injury in the second half of the game to win for the Celtics. That injury not related to his calf injury that he suffered in the first round of the playoffs. Let's go back to Chuck.
Give Dad the best Father's Day gift. Book a special delivery from Mavs Man or Champ and receive an exclusive Mavs cooler backpack and plenty of Mavs swag. Visit Mavs.com/mascots to purchase today. 3:50 remaining, third quarter, game 3. Celtics lead the Mavericks 71-65. Both teams shooting exactly the same, 27 of 58 for 46.6%. But the difference in the game, Boston 12 of 34 from 3. Again, not overly great from 3, but the Mavericks is 5 of 16 as their three-point woes continue. Dallas coming into the game tonight, 13 of 53, 24.5% from 3, and only slightly better than that tonight.
Yeah, Kyrie's got 4 out of those 5 makes.
As the inbound coming from Brown to White. Josh Green's checked in for the Mavericks out of the timeout to guard White at the midcourt line. And White backing toward the top of the arc. And now backs up to the bottom of the jump circle. Right to Holiday. Behind him to Brown. Catch and shoot 3 is long. Rebound, Hauser. Took it away from Green and took it away from Irving. Wraparound out to White at the top of the arc. To the right to Brown against Daniel Gafford. Gets around him. Met by Kleber. And Kleber with insult to injury as he gets called for the foul, and he got hit in a place you don't want to get hit. And Jaylen Brown will go to the line to shoot. And actually call the foul on Gafford first before the contact with Kleber. So the Mavericks right now playing with Irving, Green, Hardaway, Kleber, and Gafford. Again, these crucial minutes when Luka is not on the floor. And Brown's first one is good. Celtics have 22 points in the third quarter. And the combination of Tatum and Brown with 17 of those points. And the second one by Brown is good. 73-65. As Green scoops it to the right to Hardaway to the high post. to Gafford, back to the basket. Hardaway comes around right to left, chased by Holiday, drops it back to Gafford with 8 to shoot. Pass out deflected by Hauser. Kyrie runs it down to the backcourt. He'll run it on up with 4 to shoot and 3 off balance to Kleba with 2, with 1 to the rim. Banked it, missed it, tipped it, missed it, and the rebound taken by Tillman of the Celtics. Up the right side to Holiday and to Brown. Crossover away from Kleba, knocks down the 18-footer from the right elbow, and a big third quarter for Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, all of a sudden he's caught fire here.
75-65. Hardaway backs up on the dribble against Hauser, trying to take him one-on-one to the corner, fades away off the left of the rim. White with the rebound, and the Mavericks in trouble right now. And they need some stops, and they probably have to get Doncic back in the game, and he's already at the scorer's table. As Brown backs up on the dribble against Gafford, right to left, and finds an open Tillman in the right corner for 3. It's good. Xavier Tillman knocking down the 13th three for the Celtics, and the Celtics lead by 13. 78-65, a 7-0 Celtic run. Irving to his right, he's doubled just over the midcourt line, wrap around to Green, left to Hardaway, left corner Kleba, down low gap for the catch, and backhand find, reversing it to Irving. One bounce to his left and a three-pointer or 2. Call it a 2 with his toe on the line. 26 for Irving, 78-67.
That's not a good foul by Josh Green there.
No, not a good foul. And that puts the Celtics on the line with the Mavericks over the limit. So Derek White will go to the line to shoot with 1:44 remaining in the third quarter. And Doncic and Washington ready to check back in. And Luka, a -1 in 28 minutes so far tonight. And in the 7 minutes that he has not played, the Mavericks are -11. And that's been so much the story of this series, Brad. When he's not on the floor, the Mavericks just don't have anybody to create any offense.
Well, I mean, Kyrie's been creating, but nobody else.
Those two have combined for 51 of the 67 points for the Mavericks. Very hard to win when everyone is not participating. Celtics only have 2 in double figures, 2 tonight. 27 for Tatum, 19 for Brown. Derek White with 2 free throws made with his 5th point of the night. After his 18-point game in Game 2, it's 80-67. Doncic left to right against Horford. Now to his left, backs up. Challenged, has to give it up to Irving, back to Doncic, knocked away by Holiday, came back to Irving against Horford, really moving his feet. Kyrie, right in the lane, forced it short, and the rebound. Horford had it knocked away by Irving, but picked up by White. Boy, the old man Al Horford at age 38 really moving the puppies defensively. At the right wing, Hauser, the shot, deflected by Derek Jones, picked up by Irving, and now to Green. Not looking to shoot as he picks up the dribble to Washington, who will take it. Top of the arc, and he makes it. And finally, someone else beside Irving and Doncic able to knock down a 3. First basket for P.J. Washington, 80-70. Holiday, right corner. Brown, back out to Holiday. Middle to White. Screen left by Horford. Screen right by Horford. White pull up off the bounce. Banks it in from straight away. Rimmed the basket, too, and went down. 83-70. And again, the Celtics playing the math game and just play it better than anybody else. Luka nearly lost his balance, finds Washington against Holiday. Turning to his right on Holiday, floats it up over Holiday. It's short. Horford the rebound. And Drew Holiday can defend just about anybody.
Yeah, sure can. Moves his feet. He's got that big body.
Final shot of the third quarter belongs to the Celtics. Brown in the jump circle with 10. With 8. Gets by Irving off the Hauser screen to the rim. Oh! And he brings it down hard with the tomahawk with 6 seconds remaining. Here's Jones on the drive and a foul by White, and they had that one to give with 3.5 seconds to go. And that is the second time in this series that Jaylen Brown has put himself on the highlight reel with a spectacular dunk He got to the rim this time. He didn't really go over and through anyone. He got around Green and in front of Washington. The first one in game one went over Daniel Gafford as Green inbounds the ball into Washington. Back to Green on the give and go, laid off to Kyrie, and had it knocked away by White as the horn sounds to end the third quarter. The Mavericks scored 31 in the first. They've scored only 39 in the last two, and they are very much on the ropes right now in this NBA Finals. Again, no team has ever rallied from 3 games down to win an NBA playoff series, let alone an NBA Finals series. And the Mavericks trail now by 15 points as we go to the fourth in Game 3. The Celtics 85 and the Mavericks 70 on the Dallas Mavericks radio network.
Live Your Free is the newest plan from TXU Energy that completely takes the guesswork out of saving.
Because it automatically adapts to give me free energy when I use it most every month.
Correct. Free days, free nights, or free weekends.
Also correct.
It's the first and only plan of its kind that's 100% personalized to me.
Correct again.
So I always get my biggest savings without ever changing a thing.
That's the TXU Energy Max Free Guarantee. TXU Energy. Energy for everything.
Free energy charges and time periods defined in Plan EFL. TDU and other bill charges apply normally. Visit TXU.com for details.
After the end of a good fight, you deserve an ice-cold reward. Modelo is the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Chris Stapleton's All-American Roadshow. Saturday, June 15th, Globe Life Field. With special guests, Tedeschi Trucks Band. And Marcus King. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Chris Stapleton's All-American Roadshow. New album, Higher, available now.
This spring, Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Hey, it's Mark Cuban, and you're listening to the home of the Mavs.
It's the NBA Finals on 97.1 The Eagle.
Chuck Cooperstein and Brad Davis at the American Airlines Center. We go to the fourth quarter of Game 3. And the Mavericks staggered in the third, outscored by the Celtics 35-19. As Boston went to work from behind the three-point line. They were 5 of 11 in the third. They are 14 of 38 for the game, 37%. They are a plus 24 from the three-point line and own the 15-point lead at 85-70.
Well, if you're Dallas, just got to chip away at it. 12 minutes, make up 15 points.
The Celtics in the playoffs this year, 12-0. When leading after 3, they were 59-6 in the regular season. The Mavericks 4-6 when trailing after 3. They won 10 games during the regular season. Only the Clippers won more than they did. And the Mavericks will have it to begin the fourth as Washington to inbound the ball. Into Kyrie Irving. Josh Green will come back and get it against Peyton Pritchard. Luka and Derek Lively also on the floor as they shoot to our right. Kyrie at the right wing. Now to Luka on the block against Brown. And a lot of contact. Calling offensive foul on Luka for a clear out. James Capers with the call on the baseline.
Yeah, got to get him for a little hook that time.
Third foul on Doncic. 8th turnover against the Mavericks. Celtics with only 4 turnovers tonight. Jaylen Brown with some really good defense. He's strong in the lower half of his body. Not too many people can take that from Luka. But he did, able to draw the charge. Here is Tatum left to right. Backs up on Lively. Trying to attack Lively. Crossover left to right. Finds Brown right corner for three. It's good. They came over to try to double Brown. Found the open man, and Brown able to knock that one down. Tatum was the ball handler.
Yeah, came out of that strong corner.
Here comes Kyrie. Floater dotted line off the back rim. Got his own rebound. Back shot blocked. And a foul call. Loose ball foul against Kyrie. And it is falling apart for the Mavericks right now. (88-70). As Pritchard to White. Quick release, right wing three. Good. And a timeout by Jason Kidd. It's a 20-5 Celtics run going back to the end of the third quarter, and they have busted this open, just as they did in both games 1 and 2. Late in the third and into the fourth has been their time, and it's been a disastrous time for the Mavericks. It's the Celtics 91 and the Mavericks 70, 11:06 remaining in the fourth on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
With the Kroger app, shopping online with pickup and delivery is the same as shopping in-store. Same low prices, same personalized deals, same rewards on the same high-quality items like Honeycrisp apples and pasta sauce, with no hidden fees or markups. It's one small click for groceries, one big win for busy families everywhere. Start your cart today at Kroger.com. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Great medical care, like great basketball, takes teamwork and a commitment to being the very best. At UT Southwestern Medical Center, we're on a mission of healing, discovery, and education, and the ultimate victory is your good health. Fulfilling that mission has made UT Southwestern the #1 hospital in DFW for 7 straight years, an excellent winning streak. Finding answers, changing lives. UT Southwestern, the official healthcare partner of the Dallas Mavericks. Go Mavs!
At Comerica Bank, we believe every business should have equal access to opportunities and resources. That's why we created Comerica Co-work Spaces, free for any Comerica small business customer. Book an office, access tech, use a meeting room, network with other business owners, and more, all for free. To learn more about how Comerica supports all small businesses, visit comerica.com/spaces. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender. Comerica Co-work Spaces is available to Comerica customers only.
Live Your Free is the newest plan from TXU Energy that completely takes the guesswork out of saving.
Because it automatically adapts to give me free energy when I use it most every month.
Correct. Free days, free nights, or free weekends.
Also correct.
It's the first and only plan of its kind that's 100% personalized to me.
Correct again.
So I always get my biggest savings without ever changing a thing.
That's the TXU Energy Max Free Guarantee. TXU Energy. Energy for everything.
Free energy charges and time periods defined in Plan EFL. TDU and other bill charges apply normally. Visit TXU.com for details.
Back to the NBA Finals on 97.1 The Eagle.
Hey, it's Mark Cuban, and you're listening to the home of the Mavs.
Hey, Mavs fans, secure your spot on the Club Maverick waitlist for access to season tickets, exclusive events, and playoff perks once available. Multiple plans are offered, so save your spot in line for the ultimate Mavs experience. Join the waitlist today at Mavs.com/waitlist. Well, Brad, throughout this series, the latter stage of the third and into the fourth has been the Mavericks' undoing, really. In Game 1, Dallas rallied from 29 down. They got it to 8. And then the Celtics went on a 14-0 run. They went on a 15-4 run in the third quarter in Game 2 after the game was a 2-point game midway through the third. And now here a 20-5 run to end the third and start the fourth and pretty much put the game out of reach. Unless the Mavericks
I wouldn't say that now.
Well,
11 minutes left.
No, there are 11 minutes left, but the Mavericks have to show they can make three-pointers, and they have struggled mightily to do that in this series. And tonight, 6 of 17, which is their best shooting of the series, but again, only 17 attempts. And they're going to have to get them in bunches. But there are no 21-point plays. So let's see what happens on this first possession. As Kyrie to the left to Lively, now Luka mid-post left against Brown. Taking his time, put it on the floor as they bump into the lane. He got in deep with the charge circle. He's short on that, and Brown with a rebound.
Yeah, Luka's missed 3 or 4 of those right at the cup.
Luka began the game 5 of 7. He is 5 for 16 since then. 25 points tonight. White Looking right to Brown. Left to right baseline. Around Lively. Finds Pritchard at the foul line against Kyrie. Wide to the right. And then pulls up. And they rolls off the rim from 15 on the angle. Lively the rebound. It's 8 for Derek Lively tonight. Now Washington pulls up. Over. Horford knocks down the three. 91-73. With 2 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. White against Irving. Middle of the floor to Pritchard. To the right against Washington. Brown against Lively. Jab step. Rise and fire three. Off the heel of the rim. Green the rebound. And here comes Doncic up the middle. Pulls up, net by Horford. Right corner, Washington. Down low, Lively. And he is fouled by Pritchard as he wrapped his arms around the waist of Lively to make sure that he wouldn't get the shot away. Second on Pritchard, first on the Celtics. And Doncic to inbound. Watched by Drew Holiday, who's checked back in. Into Lively. Now to Doncic, left wing above the break. Trying to back Pritchard down. Into the lane. Turns left, banks it in, and he finally got one to go.
Yeah, no help that time. Just let him go one-on-one.
27 for Doncic. And play stopped momentarily as the floor crew wipes up some perspiration that was on the floor with some bodies falling down away from the play. Game 4 of this series Friday night here at the American Airlines Center as Pritchard goes around Doncic. Luka gets back into the play. Pritchard spins to his right. Luka went for the steal, and Luka gets called for the foul. It's 4 fouls on Doncic. Second team foul on the Mavericks. Tatum back in the game to inbound the ball. Watched by Washington. And gets it into Pritchard. 10 to shoot as he works to his right. Against Washington on the switch, right corner, Holiday. Against Green, back to Pritchard. Drives to the right corner. Has to launch it. And off the back rim, Luka the rebound. It's 5 rebounds for Doncic. Against Pritchard, right to left. And knocked him down. They'll say he flopped. And three-pointer no good. Rebound, Lively put it in.
Battle's got a break there, I think.
91-77. The Mavericks have scored the last 7. Here is White from left to right. To Tatum. Against Irving. Between his legs, right to left. Fakes the spin. Now does spin. Put the shoulder into him from the elbow. Tough shot. Way short. And the rebound. Loose on the floor. Luka came out of there with it. Up the right side against Tatum. He'll drive it to the right baseline. Met by Holiday. Hooks across court. Green. Take the three. Make the three. And a timeout by Joe Mazzulla on the Mavericks. Cut the 21-point lead down to 11. 10 unanswered points to make it an 11-point game with 8:23 remaining in the fourth quarter of Game 3. Boston 91 and the Mavericks 80 on the Dallas Mavericks radio network.
There are a lot of ways to make whiskey, but there's only one way to make Jack Daniels. Jack could have been like any other whiskey. Instead, we charcoal mellow every drop through 10 feet of hard sugar maple charcoal. We use water from Cave Spring Hollow in Lynchburg, Tennessee. It's no coincidence that Jack is what it is today. Because when you make your own label, you make everything else yours too. But we don't need to tell you that, do we? Make it count. Jack Daniels. Please drink responsibly. Tennessee whiskey, 40% alcohol by volume. Jack Daniels Distillery, Lynchburg, Tennessee. Jack Daniels, an old number 7 registered trademark. 2022 Jack Daniels, all rights reserved.
At In-N-Out, our hamburgers are made with the highest quality ingredients. Made fresh and by hand. Made with a smile to put a smile on your face. Made for special occasions or no occasion at all. Made with gratitude for every customer we get to serve. Most of all, every hamburger, cheeseburger, and double-double is made to order just for you.
That's what our hamburgers are all about.
After the end of a good fight, you deserve an ice-cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
At Hilton Anatole, it's all fun here. Located minutes from downtown Dallas, guests of all ages will enjoy Jade Waters Resort Pool, now open daily all summer long. Enjoy the Leisure Cove Pool with a swim-up bar. Relax along the lazy river. Recline in one of our luxury cabanas and so much more. The fun doesn't stop there. Experience the ultimate sport and game simulator at Topgolf Swing Suite with delicious food and exciting games. For your next summer getaway, Hilton Anatole has it all. Learn more at HiltonAnatole.com.
It's the NBA Finals on 97.1 The Eagle.
Hey, it's Mark Cuban, and you're listening to the home of the Mavs.
I'm Kevin Gray here at the Modelo Sports Desk. Don't forget, Game 4 of the NBA Finals will be on Friday night at the American Airlines Center with tip-off at 7:30 p.m. We'll have our pregame show beginning at 7 p.m. right here on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network. Let's go back out to the AAC for the finish with Chuck Cooperstein and Brad Davis.
Give the ultimate summer experience with hoop, dance, and gaming camps with a variety of dates and DFW locations to choose from. There's no better way to start your child's summer. Visit Mavs.com/academy today. 8:23 remaining, fourth quarter of Game 3. The Mavericks in the first minute of the fourth quarter trailing by 21 after Boston hit its first two shots. Since then, it's a 10-0 run for the Mavericks. The Celtics have not scored in nearly 3 minutes. They've missed their last 4 from the floor.
Yeah, Dallas has locked them up defensively. Made them take some tough challenge shots. Turned them into buckets down at the other end.
Mavericks keep the same lineup on the floor that they had with Doncic, Irving, Washington, Lively, and Green. And the Celtics starters are on the floor right now. Brown, Tatum, Horford, White, and Holiday. And it'll be Boston ball as Brown throws it toward half court to Holiday, and Holiday will bring it up. To the top of the arc. Dribble handoff to Brown, dribble handoff to Tatum at the top against Washington. Triple threat position, put it on the floor to his left. Fake the spin right, Washington knocked it away, picked up by Lively. To Washington against Brown, to the rim, and a foul, and he'll go to the line. Jaylen Brown picks up his third. Second team foul against Boston. And P.J. Washington will go to the line after the Celtics turned it over for the 5th time tonight. 7 points, 7 rebounds for Washington's knocked down a pair of threes tonight. Dallas 8 of 20 from 3. Good percentage, just not enough volume. And not a lot of volume on the free throw line. These will just be the 8th and 9th free throws shot by the Mavericks tonight.
Yeah, not a lot of free throws in this game, period. Boston's only shot 10.
And one more for Washington. And that's good. 12-0 run for the Mavericks. 91-82. Under 8 to play in Game 3. Holiday. Left to right and holds. To the middle to White. Bounce pass right sideline. Tatum. Drop it down for Brown against Luka. Turn around in the lane. Hit it from 12 feet.
Yeah, nice little set play that time. Got him a post up in deep.
26 for Jaylen Brown. He and Tatum have combined for 53 points tonight as Kyrie on the drive, and the floater is good from between the dotted line and the top of the charge circle. It's 26 for Irving. Make it 28 for Irving. They've combined, he and Doncic, for 55. 93-84. Horford, left corner, Tatum. Left baseline drive, got around Green, missed the layup. Rebound to Lively. Middle outlet to Doncic. Luka against White to the rim. Back pass right corner, Washington 3. Hit it! Well, all of a sudden, Brad, they're getting some other people into the mix. 93-87. A 17-2 run for the Mavericks. Holiday from left to right to Brown. Slowly to his left. Pulls up over Doncic for 3. That's no good. Rebound Washington. Outlet Luka. 6.5 to play. Screen Lively. Switch by Tatum. Luka on Tatum. Luka driving right. He beat him to the rim. Laid it up. Missed it. Oh, looked like he took a hit. No foul call. Rebound to Brown. Left side to Horford. To the trailing Tatum. He'll take the three. They'll wave it off. Then a turnover by Al Horford. Called for a travel on that pass.
Yeah, shuffled the feet before he released it.
Kyrie brings it up for the Mavericks straight away as they shoot to our right. Screen by Green. Turn wide right by Holiday. Sidestep left, pull up three. Short rebound. White, but he got fouled.
Yep.
He got fouled. He's going to shoot 3 times.
Holiday went underneath him.
3 fouls on Drew Holiday. 3 fouls on the Celtics. So Kyrie, first trip to the line tonight, has shot only 2 free throws in the series before these 3. First one good. Five-point game. Kyrie taking his time on the line. The regular routine, the 3 bounces, the spin, the shot, the hit. The 7th 30-point game in these playoffs for Kyrie. He had 3 against the Clippers. He had 3 against Minnesota. And in the last 13 games against Boston, this is only the 2nd time he's had more than 25 against them. He hits them all. It's a 20-2 Maverick run. 3-point game. Midway in the 4th quarter, and the place, which was dead about 5 minutes ago, is very, very much alive. Tatum, the handoff to Brown. Right elbow, spins left, pumps, spins. Knocked away by Doncic, picked up by Lively. Here comes Irving up the left side against Holiday. Drives right, in the lane, laid off Lively, lost the ball, but makes the save. Back out to Washington, right side, 3 short. The rebound knocked out by Lively to half court, and Brown wins the battle. He gets it ahead to Tatum as both Doncic and Brown hit the deck. It's Tatum on Irving. He can't shoot it. He'll throw it back out to Holiday. What a recovery by the Mavericks as Holiday will take a 3. No good. Lively the rebound. That's 11 rebounds for Lively and a timeout taken by Jason Kidd. With 5:25 remaining in the 4th quarter. And Brad Davis, I know I should have listened to you.
Yeah, I don't think Boston's put it away just yet.
They most certainly have not now in the midst of a 20-2 run. And if there has been a criticism of the Celtics, they have at times kind of gone to sleep with the big lead in the 4th quarter and allowed their opponents to come back into the game. But this is a big one here. It was 91-70 in the first minute of the 4th quarter, and Dallas in that time has gone on a 20-2 run to get within 3 and certainly do more than make the Celtics simply think about it.
Yeah, no, it's all about the defense. I mean, no easy shots anymore for Boston. Everything's been contested. Dallas has secured the rebounds.
Celtics hit their first 2. Here in the quarter, they're 1 for their last 8. The Mavericks are 6 of 11 here in the 4th quarter, including 3 of 5 from 3. With P.J. Washington knocking down a 3. Josh Green knocked down a 3. And Dallas 9 of 22 now from behind the line. And they have out-rebounded the Celtics 39-30 in the game. But again, the difference right now, 16 threes for Boston, 9 for the Mavericks, a plus 21 in what is a 3-point game. And the Mavericks have it. P.J. Washington will bring it up. Everybody on their feet here in the American Airlines Center, right to left to Doncic. Play by Brown. Kyrie comes to screen. And now the switch as Holiday will take Luka. Here comes Washington to try to screen. Luka to his right on the hop. Met by White at the elbow. And a reach-in foul on Derek White. 4 fouls on Derek White. And 4 fouls on Boston. So the Mavericks on every subsequent Celtic foul will be shooting free throws. Doncic into Lively and back to Luka. Against Tatum, right to left, spins to his right, on the drive, underneath the basket, pumping twice, fading away, tough shot, falls off the rim. I tell you what, that was great defense by Jason Tatum.
Yeah, Tatum stayed down on the pump fakes.
Cannot ask for any more than that. Here's White, hand off to Holiday, to the top to Brown, left to right on Lively, back to his left on the drive and throw it back out to Tatum. Right corner, Horford try to get it low for Brown against Doncic. They hit the ground together, and they're going to call a foul on Luka. And that's going to be 5 on Doncic. And he thought that Brown had hooked him the way that he was called for an offensive foul here in the second half for a hook down low, which was the correct call. But are the Mavericks, are they going to challenge this? No, or is this a Celtic timeout? It's a Celtic timeout. So the Mavericks with a couple of opportunities down 3 to try to get to within 1 or get the game tied, unable to do so. And Joe Mazzulla now wants to set something up. And this is pretty important here, Brad, because one thing the Celtics have done really well, their out-of-timeout plays have been exceptional in this series.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they tried running that play where they get Jaylen Brown a deep catch in the paint.
31 for Kyrie Irving, 27 for Doncic, 27 for Tatum, 26 for Brown. And Derek White, the only other double-figure scorer for Boston. He's got 11. P.J. Washington, 12 for the Mavericks, including 8 here in the fourth quarter. Mavericks trying to get themselves back in the series. And it would be a most remarkable comeback. Think about Game 2 in the 2011 Finals. The Mavericks down 15 with 7.5 minutes to go and rallied to win that game to tie the series. Obviously, a rally here would not tie the series, but would just keep the series on serve. And let's see how the Mavericks handle the Celtics out-of-bounds play as White from the foul line extended on the right side into Horford. Left to Holiday. See if they go after Luka with the 5 fouls. Here's Brown on the drive, met by Doncic, turns to his left. Open, Horford, left corner 3. No good, short. Rebound, Josh Green. Here comes Irving. Right to left, accelerates on Holiday, pull up high off the board, falls off. And the rebound taken by Tatum. That's the 3rd chance the Mavericks have missed on. Here is Brown, out of control, going to the ground, a blocking foul on Doncic, he's done. With 4:12 remaining, Luka Doncic has fouled out of Game 3 of the NBA Finals. And he will sit.
I think Jason's going to try to challenge this.
And he will challenge it. 27.6 rebounds and 6 assists. I mean, I think it's a blocking foul. But they'll go up to Secaucus. They'll talk to Zach Zarba, who's in the replay center.
Called a timeout to initiate the coach's challenge on the foul assessed Doncic.
And obviously, this is as big a call as there has been in this series. The Mavericks +9 with Luka at the last timeout with 4:38 remaining. But 2 quick fouls picked up here. And it'll then really fall to Kyrie Irving to try to create enough and score enough to try to get the Mavericks over the top. 3 free throws by Kyrie at the 6:11 mark made it 93-90. We've not had anybody score in nearly the last 2 minutes. A P.J. Washington miss, a Luka miss underneath the basket, and a Kyrie miss. 3 consecutive misses by Dallas to try to either get the game tied or move closer. As Mark Davis and Kevin Scott had the headsets on, now James Capers comes in, and he'll get his look at it. But it doesn't look good, Brad, from the replay.
It looks like it might be a block unless he calls him for that Little forearm he threw out onto Luka.
Doncic did not foul out of a game in the regular season. Only twice did he have 5 fouls. One of those games was against the Celtics in the home game here on January 22nd. And the other game was the overtime game against the Rockets back in early April. And they are really taking a long time to look at this. Which makes you wonder. And Mark Davis is the only one on the headset right now, and I wonder if he's just trying to get the foul right and the time. And now Kevin Scott has put the headset on again. Again, a very long review with 4:12 remaining in the fourth quarter of Game 3. The Mavericks down by 21 early in the fourth quarter at 91-70. It's a 20-2 run that has them back in the game. But again, neither team has scored in nearly 2 minutes. And rather nervous anticipation. Okay, here's Mark Davis now.
Replay has determined that Doncic does not establish a legal guarding position in the path of Brown. There is no clear and conclusive evidence to change it. The call on the floor stands. It is an unsuccessful challenge. It's a non-shooting foul. The ball be awarded on his side. Doncic has been disqualified.
So Doncic fouls out. And I do think they got it right. And I really don't think it was a very difficult call, but the officials wanted to make super duper sure. And so they did. It was confirmed. Now the Mavericks have to get this done without their superstar. Horford off the out of bounds. Tatum against Josh Green. Top of the arc. To his left. Spins to his right. Middle of the lane to Brown. Right baseline. 4 to shoot. And 3 to the foul line. Challenged by Washington. That's way short. Terrific defense by Washington. Lively the rebound. Urgency in the American Airlines Center now as we're in crunch time. Kyrie backs up on the dribble against Holiday. Screen Lively, show Horford. Kyrie wide right, pull up right elbow, hits it. 1 point game, 93-92. Celtics have missed 9 of the last 10 from the floor. Holiday against Kyrie. Play by Hardaway, middle of the floor, Tatum. Here's off to his right. They're isolating and holding on to it. Not a lot of movement as he puts it on the floor, drives in, and the shot is no good. Rebound, Brown. Put it up and in.
And this is breaking out to be a good game.
28
Don't forget to hit the like button, everybody.
Brown. 95-92 and an offensive foul. Called on P.J. Washington. The Mavericks can't review this.
No.
And he's upset at Mark Davis, who made that call in the backcourt. With 3:05 remaining. And now a huge defensive possession for the Mavericks. Got to be able to get a stop.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Boston hasn't had as much movement.
No.
A lot of ISOs.
Holding on to the ball. Tatum into White. Across the floor from left to right. Watched by Josh Green. Tatum screen. Show by Lively. Bounce pass left to Horford. Left side Brown. Holiday with 10 to shoot. Left baseline drive on Hardaway. Back out to White. Right of the circle. 3. Got it. Huge basket for Derek White. Just as he did in Game 3. It's a 6-point game with 2:40 to play. And White with 14. His 4th 3 of the night in 9 attempts. Kyrie against Holiday. He'll drive and pull up and draw the foul. Holiday gets called for the foul. 4 fouls on Drew Holiday. Celtics over the limit. And Kyrie on the line. Irving tonight, 33 points. 13 of 26 from the floor.
Let me know in chat
4 of 5
who's going to win. Don't forget to keep your votes.
He is not taking
I'll give it another minute down to the last minute. We have 16 votes. Keep your votes coming in, guys.
Line. Those all coming here in the fourth quarter after he was fouled in the act of a 3-point shot. And he hits the first one. Try to bring the Mavericks to within 4 with 2.5 to go. Mavericks, who have struggled from the line in this series, good tonight. 12 out of 13. As Kyrie sets, 3 bounces, the spin, and the shot is good. The Celtics 98, the Mavericks 94. White against Hardaway. Across the line on the left. Hardaway hawking him. Hook it for Tatum off his hands. He recovers. He spins and he dunks. He got away from Josh Green, and Irving couldn't get over in time.
Yeah, lucky break there. He almost lost control, but was able to regain it.
100-94 with 2:10 remaining. Irving against White, driving right, between his legs left, fakes the pass out on the run with the left, wide to the right. It's out of bounds. No save by White, but into Josh Green. He missed it. Lively the follow in the dunk in the front of the rim. 100-96. And again, the Mavericks in need of a stop with 1:50 remaining. White along the right side against Hardaway. Again, Doncic is fouled out of the game.
Nail biter, guys. This is a
Hardaway
good game.
As White passes.
Keep hitting the like button. We need those likes.
Washington into his chest, steps back for 3. That's no good. Hardaway the rebound. That's a bad shot by Tatum. 1.5 remaining. Here's Kyrie. Screen Lively. Bumped off Holiday. Looking for Lively. He has him underneath for an easy dunk.
Yeah, no weak side help for Boston that time.
100-98. 1:20 remaining in the 4th quarter of Game 3. White over the top to Holiday along the right side. To Brown against Green. Bottom of the jump circle. Telling Tatum to slide down. Telling Horford to slide out. Brown right to left. Pumps over Hardaway. 17-footer is good. Huge basket for Jaylen Brown. 102-98. 55 seconds remaining. Irving on White to the foul line. Stop and go. Left corner, Washington. Fly by Holiday. 3-pointer rims out. And Horford with a rebound. Here comes Horford up the right side. Chased by Josh Green, who knocked it away. Horford trying to make the save. And he's, I think, stepped on the sideline with the ball. This should be Dallas ball, and it is. Mark Davis with the call from the backside, calling it for the Mavericks. And indeed it is Dallas ball after the consultation with James Capers.
Yeah, not a smart play by Horford there. He's got to pick that one up.
42.2 seconds remaining. Irving picked up full court by Holiday. Going to make him work to try to get across the line. Along the left side, behind his back, left to right. Holiday staying right with him. Down to 12 to shoot, 30 in the game. Mavericks not moving. Now against Horford. Kyrie to his right. And will force one up, and it's going to be short. And the rebound tipped by Brown, picked up by Lively, and a loose ball foul against the Mavericks.
I disagree with that one.
Pulling on White.
Barely.
Washington picks up his 3rd.
Barely pulled on him.
Yeah, he got White across the shoulder. And clearly that's where the foul was. I got to tell you, Brad, I didn't like that possession for Dallas.
No, it wasn't really a good one. It took too much time, number one. I would have liked to have seen somebody come up quick, give him a quick pick and roll.
Mavericks have only 1 timeout remaining. And Derek White, almost automatic from the foul line, hits the first one. White, 90.6%.
You know what kills me watching this game?
And now in better. He's 32 of 35 from
There's
the line.
people that got front row seats there at the game, and they're on their cell phones.
Second one is up, and that's good.
Sitting there on courtside.
And the Mavericks will take their final timeout. At 104-98 with 22 seconds left. And again, Brad, it's not as if the Mavericks ultimately didn't have their chances with the big run to get them back into the game, the 20-2 run to make it a 3-point game, but a lot of empty possessions in the last 6 minutes of the game.
Yeah, there really were. I mean, and some shots that weren't exactly good. You know, some forced shots, missed a couple of chippies inside.
We're going to end the poll. You guys got all
Boston wasn't doing much better. I mean, they were struggling to look for a good shot.
For much of that 20-2 run, but they get some big baskets from Brown and Tatum. They have combined for 59, and indeed after the Celtics hit their first two, they went 1 for the next 11. And coming down the stretch here when they've had to get it done, they have gotten it done. They have made 4 of their last 5 shots. And again, Brown and Tatum with big baskets, White with a couple of free throws. And it's a full 2-possession game for the Mavericks. Have to hit a 3 early. Hopefully get a steal. If not get a steal, then foul. Hope that there are misses. And then make another 3.
Well, you got to get something quick.
Josh Green will inbound from the right side. Horford will guard the inbound. Green looks. Horford all over him. Green still looking. Finally into Hardaway against White, who took a foul. Oh, thought he was going to take a foul, and Hardaway threw up a brick. The rebound to Jaylen Brown. Tatum's going to be fouled by Green, and this one is done. And the Celtics are going to go up in that most commanding of positions. 3 games to none in the history of the NBA. No NBA team has ever come from 3 games down to win a series. Only 4 have come even to a 7th game.
They can't even make their shots.
From Tatum is good.
Mavericks laid a goose egg.
30 for Tatum tonight.
Yeah, he stepped up big for the Celtics.
Yeah, especially in the first half.
Yep.
20 of his 30, 20 of his 31 now coming in the first half. And again, the Mavericks had a 13-point lead early. They had all the momentum. They had the Celtics on the run, but they could not put the foot on the throat as Horford fouls Washington with 10.8 seconds to go in a 106-98 game. I mean, at some point, you know the Celtics are going to make a run, but you want to try to. It really was the end of the third quarter and into the fourth when Boston went on a 20-5 run to build a 21-point lead. The Mavericks were never able to get over the hump as Washington misses the first foul shot short. And it appears as if the Mavericks, for the 3rd consecutive game in this series, are not going to be able to get to 100 points. The second one is good. 10.8 seconds left as Tatum will dribble through the traffic into the front court. And the Boston Celtics are up 3 games to none in the 2020.
Well, that is all she wrote tonight, guys. My goodness. I was hoping the Mavericks... Boston, you have a better team, but let's not have a blowout. Let's not have a blowout. These are not fun to watch. We like close game, competitive games. That's all I ask. So, but hats off to them. Maybe the Mavericks can win the last one. So we shall see, everybody. So I had a lot going on. I was helping the wife out tonight with the kids, so it was fun to watch the game. But I miss being here with you guys. But hey, get to chat with you. And what I want to tell you to do is, don't forget, hit that like button on the stream, subscribe if you're new here, and just reach out and tell somebody close to you that you love them. Just tell them you love them, then that you're here for them. That's all it takes. Those little kind words. So, and I love each and every one of you for stopping by and watching the stream here on my channel. So, wish I could be here more on the stream, but hey, it is what it is. So, hats off to you, and we'll see you later.